Welcome everybody. I just want to confirm the microphone is working and also that you guys are enjoying the brand new piratical themed stream overlay. Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. Man, there was a lot of simping going on for the Southern Empire. Those are not tomboy baddies. Those are e-girls. Nords are for Viking raiding. Southern Empire is for simps. Vlandia is for if you have no sense of originality whatsoever. And the Northern Empire, they're like the Roman Republic, but not during their height in 200 BC, and more like Caesar is moments away from overthrowing us. Please, God help. The Senate can't even vote to stop Caesar from taking over. Looks like the Northern Empire is winning out. It's clear you guys want some kind of empire. All right, let's see if this overlay actually works. That was the wrong button. Also, it's interesting that seems to reset the chat each time I switch scenes. Oh, hi guys, how you doing? Look at this giant green screen I have behind me. Isn't that sick? All right, let's actually play the game. Please tell me this is working. Yes, here we go. All right, Vlandians are for people who want to win. People who want to win and who have no talent. All right, please let me know if the game volume is overwhelming. Let's get started. It's clear you guys want some kind of empire. Yeah, Northern Empire is running away with it. Oh, by the way, if anyone super chats or becomes a member or makes any kind of donation to the stream, a really fun sound effect is going to play. All right, so you guys wanted empire. 20% less garrison troop wages, not really that helpful. Being in an army gives 25% more influence, very helpful. And the village hearths one kind of sucks. All right, here we go. I don't care a huge amount about our character design. The only thing that really matters is he needs to be very tall, because that helps a lot. You know, I'm not much of a character designer guy. I wish they had just some good-looking presets. All right, this is basically fine. I hate that mustache, though. Wait, you can pick their teeth? Wow, that's terrifying. That's horrible, Jesus. I don't want to look at any of those. All right, I believe this is where you pick facial hair. All right, that's way better. Another problem, all characters in this game end up looking basically the same. I think those are tattoos on his face. Yeah, let's get rid of those. He is going to be a proper Empire man. All right. Let's just max out his height.
Form a shield wall!
That is a bad voice.
Give way!
Oh, Lithiel Faria.
You are a pirate. You're a pirate indeed. Being a pirate is all right to be. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Thank you very much.
Canyons for the vote.
Wait, did you just post that twice? No. The pirate song needs to stop.
Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. You're a pirate indeed. Being a pirate is all right to be. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
No Botanians for the vote.
Man, that's going to get old real fast, but right now we're going to enjoy it. All right. What do we have here? Yes, we want to fix his voice.
Shields up! Make a shield wall!
We want to max out his height. Wait, doesn't matter. Ugh. All right. I'm happy. Now, for early skills, I used to not understand how this game worked very well, and I always wanted to go for like leadership skills, social skills, intelligence. It actually turns out that a lot of the leadership bonuses you want are built into the combat skills. Because the way this game works is the better your character is at a certain fighting style, the better his troops of that style will be. If your character is better at one-handed, his one-handed and shield infantry will be better. If your character is good with crossbows, his crossbowmen will be better. On top of that, things like archers have troop bonuses, like the number of soldiers you can have, and there's a lot of ways to get more soldiers into your army. So honestly, you don't want to play the game too much like a strategy game. What is this music? If you're talking about the donation sound effect, that's just the donation. For the actual game, I can't answer. Okay, so if we're going to be playing Empire, the way I like to play them is heavy infantry and cavalry. Their archers kind of suck. So polearm is definitely for cavalry. That's bad. Yeah, landlords, retainers, definitely the way to go here. So as I said, we don't really care much for leadership skills. The one skill that's really helpful, though, is charm. That can get you very far at a couple of the game's rough choke points. Are there any one-handed skills here? Throwing is actually really good. The Imperial Nate is an amazing skirmisher. We want bow and endurance. Those are both good. Throwing is good. Endurance is good. Charm is not bad. Honestly, herding sheep, not bad. All right, not too useful. As I learned, we don't want crossbow. This is very good. Rode with the scouts. Trained with the infantry. That's actually very good too. Skirmishers. Skirmishers and infantry are both good. You know what? Early on, we're going to want the polearm skill. Why don't I conscript some Khuzait nomads to help out? Rome was always known for auxiliary units. We could absolutely do that. The problem is Khuzait territory is ultra deadly early in the game. So you got to watch out for that. Actually, it just occurred to me. I think the Bucellari use crossbows. Sorry, let me just check the wiki real quick. They're a horse archer. What's their equipment, though? Okay, no, they use a bow. All right, so yes, what we want is archery. Sorry, as far as I know, the only good crossbowmen in this game are Vlandian, but Vlandian crossbows are really, really good. I don't care too much about the two-handed, so I think hunted, a dangerous animal, is going to be very good. All right, sweet. What does manhunt do? Yeah, no, dangerous animal. All right, sweet. And we're going to start our character on the older side because those extra points are very, very good. All right, sweet. Let's go for the classic Roman aesthetic. That's gold, right? Which one's more gold looking? I like this one on the left. And we're going to make the SPQR Eagle nice and big. A little too big. All right, let's start killing stuff. Sorry, I can't spell. I want to make sure I have Caesar right. C-A-S-A-R. Yep, I spelled it wrong. Now, the Empire in this game is more based on Eastern Rome than Western Rome, but don't worry too much about that. Amnon, like Agamemnon. Reno Caesar. I'll take it. And you always play on Bannerlord difficulty. Oh, that is not a setting I think I wanted on. Oh, well, whatever. I'll deal with that next time. And we don't want either of these. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let's go. Wait, do you have a minute to talk about the Battle of Pendraic? Oh god, please don't remind me. There is a reason we are playing on Sandbox. Army of Poachers is actually not a bad quest. Alright, let's get some recruits into our army. And what equipment do we start out with? I would like very much to have a polearm. I cannot use this on horses, though. Regrettable.
Who
I don't
are
think
you?
he... Oh, wow, that's loud. I don't think he'll give me the quest. Yeah, because I don't have enough soldiers. Also, this is a little too loud. Oh, actually, I just realized the game's audio is barely registering. It's because it's too loud on my end. That's the problem. All right, there we go. So let's go to a couple of towns, recruit good troops. Oh, whoops. Okay, some looters attacked us. I am going to handle these guys manually. So I don't want my guys fighting. I'm going to tell them to hide behind a rock while I handle these guys with a bow. Now, farming in arenas is by far the most boring way to develop a character in this game. It is not worth it at all. Your very first fight kinda sucks, because your bow skill is going to be really bad. Also, I just realized I never spent my character skills. Oh, thank you, Plucked Pickles. I see you like the pirate sound. Okay, unironically, we might lose this fight, because I did not prepare this character.
The only thing worse than an unsubscribed viewer is an unemployed viewer.
Listen, you're allowed to be unemployed. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button, or we're coming for you. Yeah, there's a very good chance I lose this. Yeah, you can use pretty much any weapon you want. That's, yeah, my character's about to die from their slings. Alright, I'm going to hit the retreat button. And I'm just going to reload because I was not paying attention. So, Plucked Pickles, as per your drinking game, drink. MS Smith, welcome to the stream. All right, let's actually do this right by spending our points. We need vigor. Control is actually pretty good. And endurance. All right, want to pop up bow. We want to pop up one-handed. Bow is actually already very good. Athletics, we can even spend a point. Hit points for me and the troops, or... yeah, the party leader bonus is way better. That's not even a competition. Throwing one a little later. Yeah, we actually have a lot of skills. And I want to pump up Charm. Charm's really good. Am I Polish or American? I am absolutely American. I don't know why you'd think I was Polish. I like the Poles. Nothing wrong with them. But I am not one. So other tip. If you want noble troops, those only come from settlements tied to castles. So this is Lavinia, and it is tied to Lavinia Castle. Not every castle-tied village is tied to a castle. There we are, Imperial Viglas. Those are our nobles. But if if a village is named after a castle, it will almost certainly be named after that castle. Yeah, those Sea Raiders we do not want to mess with. They're pretty tough. Pirate, I prefer Privateer, thank you. Thank you very much, Lethiel Firiath. Oh, also, we should see what quests they have. You are a pirate. I had a feeling you guys would like that. So yeah, this is a really good quest. Usually it's towns with iron that have the manual laborers, but I guess salt is considered a mine. All right, so now we just have to find parties of looters to bully mercilessly. We could go back and try to kill those Sea Raiders we found. There we are, 10 looters. And luckily, we are faster than them. And once we have more cavalry in our party, we will be even fasterer. Ooh, they might actually be faster than us. We got to pin them against the wall here. Yeah, and now that they're pinned, they're not going to be able to get away. Just got to be a little careful. Oh, they might escape. Yeah, they escaped. That's fine. There's another wall we can pin them against. Ah, now they're actually putting up a fight. All right.
Yeah!
So the main challenge with looters is they're going to be really good at throwing rocks at us. So what we want to do is get behind a little ridge.
Forward!
Like this one right here. And then they won't be able to throw rocks at us.
Infantry! Forward!
All right, there we go. So the main upside to the new faction, the Nords, is that all their infantry start with shields, which is such a good advantage. Whereas our little Imperials, only the nobles have the shields, which is very regrettable. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to split this big line of looters, because my force can probably take them on half at a time. They cannot take on the whole, and it looks like we actually succeeded in splitting them.
Whoa!
Now my character's bow skill kind of sucks, so it doesn't matter where I aim. The arrow's going to go where it wants. So as we can see, 3 of them seem to be feeling very brave. Actually, it just occurred to me, I don't even have a shield starting out. And we're just going to do what we can to take pot shots. Oh, wow, I gained 14 skill points in bow from that one shot. There we go. And the faster your character is moving and the farther the shot was and other factors like that will give you more skill points with bow. And we get like headshots and stuff. You can see what I'm talking about on the bottom left, by the way, if the UI is not covering things. Also, I just realized the chat box is not showing up on screen. I'm going to have to fix that.
Infantry!
Here, let me fix the chat box not appearing. I do not know what that's about. Let me try OB show messages. There we go. All right. Apparently it was filtering out a lot of your guys' comments, but now we are golden. Also, you can see on the top right. So if it says my name, it means that I'm the one doing the killing, but I think some of them are going to engage our party very shortly. Is your screen brightness very dim? No, that's just the game. It's because we're fighting at an odd time of in-game day. I'll up the brightness for you. Oh, is that not a thing I can do? I guess I can't do it from here. Sorry, we're kind of fighting in the shade here.
Infantry!
Yeah, I'm going to try to let the looters get at our men. Storm Okia, welcome to the stream. They keep throwing rocks at me. It's very rude.
Footmen! Die, you bastards! Yeah!
Alright, I think my men are going to be ready to attack. So this is very important. Try not to give your men charge orders. Give them advance orders until they make contact with the enemy. Advance tells them to keep their formation and not run at top speed. And then once they make contact, I'm making content, you want them to charge because charge will help them fight better. Am I going to do any smithing? Absolutely not.
Move! Charge!
There's only one true moneymaker in this game, and that is fighting sieges outnumbered 6-1. It's also how you farm renown and everything else. Yep, our guys got this. Total Ezekiel victory. And we gained a little bit of renown out of that as well. So we liberated 2 Imperial peasants. We also captured a looter. I believe we need 9 of them to achieve our goal. And we're going to go for archers first, because ranged infantry in this game is very, very powerful. They should probably actually nerf ranged units, but that is a problem for the developers, not for us. So I'm going to go for the Vigla recruits, and I'm going to send away some of our crappy ones. I think the Imperial Peasant... Yeah, you actually have to turn him into a recruit first. I do not want the Peasant. And we will get rid of 2 of our generics. Oh, actually, no, we can have 22 men. All right, sweet. And we have a bunch more perks we can get. And for the bow... Plus 20 bow skill is very good. That's only for the captain, though. I think you want the extra bow skill. All right, and we have another skill to give away. We're going to do it for sword. All right, aside from leveling up our character, we also need to get him equipment that is not garbage. What is the lore of this campaign? So basically, in similar to, but not quite Dark Ages Earth, you are a random adventurer who starts with nothing. You recruit soldiers, you make the lords like you better, you get more equipment, you get more money, and eventually you conquer the world. It's rags to riches. Okay, yes, this is a spear I can use from horseback. That's very good. And we want to own a shield. It doesn't have to be good. We just have to own it. And let's sell all of the garbage we looted off of those looters. A legendary makeshift shield. That is an interesting description. Oh, actually, there's a tournament here. So with this weak character, we're very unlikely to be able to win it, but we can certainly try. Southern decorated chainmail. That's not great armor, but it's way better than what we have. Alright, that's an Imperial Legionary. His AI is probably going to be very good. I just have to batter at the shield for a while. Let's shield knock him. Another good target is to get him to expose his unshielded side to our friendly archer. Ouch. I think he has a way higher one-handed skill than us, so he's probably going to shatter our shield before we do. And if that happens, I'm not going to be able to block all of his oncoming attacks. I'm basically... Oh, yeah, it's over. Maybe it's not? Maybe I luck out? His swings aren't that fast. I actually can block these in time. Oh. What I cannot block is the archer. All right, it's Jover. And as per the vote, we are going to go Northern Empire, I believe. To be fair, historically, ranged units were OP and the dev kept buffing them. Do you mean in real life? Because in real life, ranged units were not nearly as effective as depicted in the game. In fact, they were basically just suppression. They hardly killed anyone. In fact, like a lot of video games, the game misrepresents what's deadly in battles. Very few people are killed in the actual fighting. Usually it's two sides pushing against one another until one side collapses, and then whichever side starts running away, they start taking tons and tons of losses. Whereas to make the game fun and cinematic, most of the people die during the actual fighting. All right, we're going to try to pin these looters against the castle and the mountain, and I think we got them. Yes, we got them. So I'm not even going to fight this one. I'm just going to send in the troops. And let me double check our quest to see how many... What are they called? How many prisoners we need. They wanted 9. So this little star here means we're disorganized. After a fight, your party has a movement malice. So you got to be very careful not to take on fights while much stronger enemy armies are nearby. Ooh, that's a lot of bandits. I don't know if we can take on all of them. I want to make sure. Right before we make contact, I'm going to recruit the 2 looters we have prisoner. All right, let's recruit them both. And it's fine if we're over, because we're about to make contact with the enemy. You know, there's a very real chance that we lose this fight. So I'm going to save now, and if we can't win, we're just going to get away. Yeah, Plague was also really dangerous for armies, but naturally losing all your soldiers to the Plague is not a fun gameplay mechanic. If the game had, like, more logistics management, it would be fine. Yeah, and now that we have so many troops, we get, like, a proper deployment screen. Oh, now that is a position. And we have archers and stuff. All right. So against looters and these types of primitive bandits, the AI is not good. Oh, my camera moved. Boop. Thank you for letting me know. I believe that's good. Here, let me get on the big screen real quick just to adjust this properly. You see, the green screen is pretty big. It's not that big. Come on. Oh, I see the problem. All right, all right, all right. Wow, it really, really does not want to stay in place. You see, this is what you guys tuned into. You tuned into a 27-year-old man trying to adjust his camera for 5 minutes. All right, back to content. So I believe the AI has really good bows, and if that is the case, we're going to need to get a little creative with our tactics.
Move forward!
Okay, so I brought my spear with me. Oh no, they have cavalry. Okay, so dealing with cavalry is pretty simple. You simply form up your infantry into squares, you let them charge into the square, and then you tell your guys to countercharge. And you also move your archers a little back and let them get pot shots off. And And luckily, the Imperial Vigla recruits actually start with both shields and spears. Why am I wearing the NATO shirt? I gotta push the merch, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to charge, and our archers should also be attacking. Ooh! Now that's really unlucky. So when you die, the AI just takes over and starts doing really stupid things. Luckily for us, we are using the RTS mod. So luckily the game doesn't completely screw me because I'm using a mod.
Everyone, forward!
So yeah, the enemy's infantry is not good. It's just their cavalry that's dangerous. So I might want to restart this battle. And if you guys can surround them. All right, we're going to restart this. And we're going to do it again. See, Mr. Smith gets it. If you guys want to pick up your own NATO tee, link is about to get posted by the bot. Oh, wow, the manual save did not work. You know, this game does that a lot. Hey, not a drug dealer. Are you playing the game? You got a drink. Every time I save scum, that's a drink. Okay, yeah, so we can try this one more time. You know, a slight alternative tactic we could try is do a circle with the archers in the middle.
Whoa!
Save scumming is where you save before a challenge and keep resetting until you can pass the challenge.
Make a square! Troops!
No, I did not want a square. What I wanted was a
Make
circle.
a circle!
Oh, I have the archer selected. That's why I'm messing up.
Soldier!
The drinking game is not mandatory. It was Stokes' suggestion.
Form a circle, everyone! Footmen!
Let's get the circle big enough for our archers and stick the archers inside.
Yeah!
Where are they? There they are. Alright, so archers are returning fire, but they're only low level, so they're not going to do a very good job. And what I have to do is not get one shot by one of their throwing weapons. The problem is that my character has an awful polearm skill, because, you know, he's level 1. God, he is so slow on the swing, and he barely does any damage when he hits. Look at that, that's awful. Damn! He knocked me right off my horse. You know, a slightly better way to do this... Oh, Ian Hernandez, thank you so much for saying. A slightly better way to do this might just be to try to snipe him. Yeah, I feel like this might be over. Don't do the drinking game, guys. Please take care of your liver. Yeah, no, it's kind of Jover. You know, our infantry did way better than I anticipated. I'm going to give this one more shot.
Don't do the drinking game, guys. Please take care of your liver.
Why aren't I just fighting looters? Because I'm pretending I'm better at this game than I actually am. What's my favorite cheese? I've been eating a lot of pepper jack lately, actually. All right, we're trying this one more time.
Yeah!
However, what I'm going to have to do...
Infantry! Archers!
Alright, Ian Hernandez, it's very kind of you, but this is getting a little sycophantic, and that makes me slightly uncomfortable. I'm gonna just see if I can take care of their cavalry myself. Ugh. You know, this would be way easier if I had a shield. Ugh. Ouch. You know, they don't have very high ammo counts on those javelins. If I can get them to waste all their javelins, they'll have to charge our line, and then they'll just die. Alright, we got one of them.
Forward! Infantry! Move!
Alright, we're gonna call our guys back. We'll get them into a shield wall so that way they can't throw stuff at us.
Kill them all!
God, I can hit him, but I can't kill him. On the upside, our infantry is way better than theirs. Alright, I thought this was a very different type of looter we were up against here. I think our men might just have this. Okay, there we go. Cool. YouTubers need to have cults of personality. There we go. See, I'm not incompetent. And we have 5 of the 9 prisoners we need to complete that quest. Also, they dropped some pretty good loot. It's better or worse than what I'm wearing now. Debatable. Alright, let's pin these looters against the mountain and the city. Afterwards, we're going to go into the city and sell all our stuff. I'm pretty sure we can just send them in. Yeah, we're good. Alright, we need 2 more prisoners. Do I have any opinions on current events? Yes, I have a lot, but I try not to share them because this isn't really a politics channel. I'll say this one thing. It is pretty sick the United States straight up kidnapped a world leader. Now, we are going to need a bunch of mounts to upgrade our troops, but we're a little broke. So I'm not quite sure we can afford it. Oh, we can hold on to these Sumpter horses, though, for upgrades. Can we upgrade our bow by any chance? Because the one we have now sort of sucks. Can we give it better arrows? This would be very good. Alright, sick. And what are the quests here? Can't do that. I think we can do this one.
Hi.
And this one I think is that you just go to another town. Into Nostika? Yeah, we can go there. Alright, and where is Danustica? Alright, that's not so bad. Man, we got way further than I thought. Alright, let's go back. Ooh, tasty, delicious looters. If I want to live in a period of time, where would it be? It would absolutely 100% be right now. Life everywhere else kinda sucked. If I got to be, like, a key hero, though, or, like, if I was, like, a much tougher person than I am, fighting for Napoleon's army sounds pretty sick. Like, rising to be one of his marshals. I'd like to do that. Or fight for Caesar's Legion. There's a lot of fun places to fantasize about. Okay, for this we need mounts. Oh, and we have the 9 prisoners we need. Cool. So our quests take us all in the same direction. If I was forced to wear an outfit... Oh, you wouldn't have to force me. A lot of the uniforms from the time are awesome. I'd wear those willingly. Ooh, okay, this is a tough fight. We're going to use tactics to try to survive it. And this time we're going to check to make sure the save actually worked. Yes, we have it. All right, sweet. If I could live in any fictional setting,
Whoa!
some sort of utopian sci-fi, would I make a good daimyo? I wouldn't, because I don't have that intrigue in me.
Move! Soldiers!
Oh, actually, no, there's a good crest over there.
Forward!
Okay, I see the tactic we're going to use. The truth is, I wouldn't do well in any Confucian society. I do not like authority, and Confucian societies are very heavily based on it. I'm very well suited to a Western society where, like, you're freer than most to challenge authority.
Soldier! Bowman!
Okay, so shields are on the left, which means that we want the archers here
Arrow!
and our infantry here.
Move!
You're no Tywin Lannister, but you'd follow me into battle. Thank you very much for saying that. Although I will say, Tywin Lannister is one of my favorite characters from Game of Thrones. Like, if I had a role model from those books, it would absolutely be Tywin. Do you believe... Oh, okay. Our infantry is already getting attacked. Do I have the skills to follow an army into battle?
Infantry!
No. Listen, if I had to be in the military, I'd probably make an adequate officer, maybe even a good officer, but I'd need the training. Yeah, I might have already messed this up. There's a chance our troop quality just wins, but yeah, looks like that's not happening. Let's do this one more time. Stannis the Manus. I would not like Stannis. He's way too stuck up. Would I play basketball against Napoleon? I think we're the same height. Aren't we both like 6'10", 6'11"? As I said, I'm 6'11" on a good day.
Yeah! Infantry!
Alright, so last time I wasted a bunch of time. Let's just go over there immediately. Would I win? I honestly don't even know the rules of basketball. Like, I know you're supposed to get the ball in the hoop, but, like, I'm not sure what the requirement... Like, I'd probably, like, mess up a bunch of dribbling rules and fouling rules.
Infantry! Forward!
Although I guess Napoleon wouldn't know how to play basketball either, so maybe it's even.
Forward!
Hey, Napoleon was average height for the time. Yeah, Ian Hernandez gets it.
Yeah! Footmen! Infantry! Move!
And I'm going to use the RTS mod to speed things up a little.
Infantry! Form a spowman!
Those guys are facing a weird direction.
Footmen! Infantry!
Alright. And then we countercharge. I'm actually going to have the archers charge too. Yeah, this time we're doing a lot better because we use actual tactics. We want to disrupt their lines a little. Now we got them. Cool. Ooh, our archer even got a kill. Good job, archer. What's the most evil thing I do daily? I don't think I'm that evil. If you're a communist, you think I'm evil because I run a business. Nobody Pow, welcome to the stream. Would the old guard slam dunk? Well, the old guard were all very tall, so they almost certainly would. Alright, sweet. We're even having some higher level archers in our unit, and we even have some extra prisoners. Alright, we should also do some recruiting, or looters are going to keep trying to beat us up. Talk about fighting in the shade, yeah. Would I ever make plushies? Yes, I'd very much like to. I just think the audience has to be bigger. The challenge with plushies is that they can't be printed to order. They'd have to be done in a big run. And the minimum run is either 50 or 100, so I'd have to be certain I could sell at least that amount. You know what, Nobody Pow? Personal hygiene is good. Ooh, do they also want prisoners? Because if they do... Yes, they do want prisoners.
So who?
But they won't give me the quest until I finish the other one. That is fine. Just give me your soldiers. Let's shop off the prisoners at Polisa. Oh, is Daneska under siege? No, that's the castle. Oh man, the Aserai are invading. Where are those sea raiders? I want to beat them up. And they already ran into the mountains where they are nice and vulnerable. Come here. Get back here. How many Patreon supporters do I have? It's a complicated question because they're split between YouTube, Patreon, and CallMeEzekiel.store. I'm going to give you a ballpark and say it's between 40 and 70. That's a ballpark. There's at least 20 on the Patreon. There's at least 15 on CallMeEzekiel.store, and there's at least 6 on YouTube. I should make clips on the channel to maximize views and let the money consume me. Those clips do not make as much revenue as you'd expect, and they're also a lot more work than you'd expect. The team and I have discussed it, and the math just doesn't really work out for us. All right, so the Sea Raiders, they have very good throwing weapons, so this is another case where we don't want them. Can we retreat to the other side of the river?
Archer, move!
So if that's the case... Also, I love the RTS mod for the ability to speed up these battles, because some of these can get real tedious early on.
Arrows!
Look at how fast they're going. Okay, if we can get the AI to cross the bridge, that would be sick, because that would mess them up real bad.
Archer, infantry! Forward! Archers! Forward!
All right, so we want to check to see if our guys actually have line of sight. Yes, there they go.
Soldiers! Raise your shield! Move! Footmen!
All right, and we should have enough shields to form kind of a wall. Actually, no, we do not. Okay, we actually have to charge them. If we don't charge, their throwing weapons are going to mess us up. Also, a lot of them are armed with spears, which is not good because they can knock me off the horse. The truth is, they're just very dangerous in general, these Sea Raiders. They're not quite Warband Sea Raiders, but they're tough. Our guys got it, though. Oh, is there one left somewhere?
Infantry! Soldier, kill them!
It appears one of them is stuck all the way back at spawn.
Footmen!
I guess we have to retreat because the AI is bugged. And we can just send in troops manually, and that is done. Ooh, we captured their chief. Very nice. All right, sweet. How much do boats cost in the new DLC? Very, very expensive. If you're going to use boats, you should really play Nord, because the way it works is that all infantry get a huge penalty if they're on boats, unless they're considered mariners. And every faction has a new Mariner unit, but the Nords are unique because every single one of their units, archers, heavy infantry, noble, doesn't matter, they're all considered Mariners. The downside, however, is that they have no cavalry, and they're always fighting the Khuzaits. Alright, so they wanted 9. If I remember how to count, that should be 9. Alright. And there we go, quest is done. Let's deliver the goods to Donostica as promised. Oh, wow, that is a lot of deserters. Can we take them? Oh, no, we cannot. That is a really strong army. At least for this phase of the game. Who are you? All right, sweet. And do we have to go back to finish the quest?
Yeah.
Also, gang needs recruits. This is another good quest. All right, how many does he want? So this is sort of the opposite of the manual labor one, where instead of delivering prisoners, you need to deliver bandit units. So what you do is you bring the bandits into your party, and then you recruit them, and then you give them to the guy. And he wants how many again? 7. So our goal right now is to get our renown to 50. And once you get to 50, you can join a faction, and the game really begins. Would you say chaos is a ladder for advancement in the game? Oh yes, absolutely. Although, frankly, the game's kind of in a perpetual state of chaos, so you know how it goes. Oh, so this town wants tools. That's another easy quest. This is the auto-resolve. And those are more prisoners for the stockpile. Whew, more delicious Sea Raiders. Mother Anarchy loves her sons. Very true, Mr. Smith. It's a shame she didn't love Macno enough to help him win the war, though. Okay, whenever you get these events, almost always go for the options that will improve your character's reputation. It's very rarely worth it to do anything else. Alright, this is the manual laborers quest again. And he wants 9 prisoners. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to let them catch these villagers. And then once they're stuck in the fight, we'll join them. And we should have an overwhelming advantage. I don't think we need to intervene. Yeah, wow, they did way too good in this fight. All right, it looks like we have to intervene. So mountain bandits and sea raiders. The mountain bandits are the ones with the throwing spears that messed us up last time. CME being an intern recruiter. Oh god, I don't want to think about my corporate days. I like being a YouTuber way better. Oh, I meant to switch my loadout to the one with the shield. Oh wait, oh no. Okay, so when you have allies like this, sometimes they don't know what tactics are and they just charge the enemy. So I guess we're gonna have to charge the enemy. We're also gonna try to kill this horseman here. Hey, get back here. I think my archers will have him. Alright, just one more hit should kill him. Okay, cool. We need to get over there, like, right now, or else their peasant dudes are going to all die. Actually, it looks like they're already dead. Okay, I'm going to tell my infantry to stand here. I'm going to move my archers into position. There's a very good chance we lose this. On the upside, they're all split up because of my actions, so that might help us. No, we're dead. This is over. Yeah, this is completely over. Let's try this one more time. Here's what we're going to do. We're not going to get distracted by the enemy. I'm going to just have my archers advance on the left. The only chance is to combine forces with these idiot peasants who don't know what tactics are. I'm going to have the bowman go to the left. Going to try to attack him directly. Ugh! Wow, that is some awful luck. Jesus Christ. And like what, we just lose? Yeah. All right, one more time. You know what I'm going to do to make me way more effective? I'm going to actually bring that shield we brought. Also, we have a bunch of bonuses here. Let's see here. Alright, let's switch out to the shield. If we have a shield, we'll be in a way... You know, throwing weapons might be more useful than the bow. Alright, let's try this. You know, we're probably not going to be good with the throwing weapons because of our low skill. But that's fine. This shield alone should really change how we're looking. We're going to let him throw. The key is that I do not want my infantry distracted by that one horse. The infantry needs to attack together.
Attack!
Also, I'm going to disrupt them as best I can. Come on. Get him, get him, get him. God, their infantry just has too many advantages. It might be better just withdraw from this fight. Yeah. H. Ace Productions, welcome to the stream. Lilith Fariath says, as I'm taking medications that weaken my liver, I shall take a shot of chocolate milk. That's an interesting combination. Good luck. I think we can just leave this fight, honestly. In that case, let's go to a slightly earlier save. By the way, a fun fact for the way this stream works, the program we're using, Streamlabs, cannot differentiate. Okay, this is before we delivered those quests. Yes. Streamlab can't differentiate between subscribers from a stream to a YouTube channel and subscribers who came from like a random video you had. So if I did not turn off Streamlab's subscriber alerts, we'd be getting constantly alerted anytime some rando subscribed to the channel via a mainline video.
It's been
Let's redo this one more time. What? No, I'm not giving you more. Alright, that's done. Let's do this again. My voice is amazing? That's super kind of you to say. I've always been under the impression it's a little high-pitched,
And
so
what do you want?
I'm glad people like it. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to do recruiting. Oh, and if I recall, there's a town that wanted tools. Let's see if we can buy them here. They have ores? Yes, they do have tools. I don't actually know how much they wanted, so I'm going to buy a bunch and hope for the best. Oh, those step bandits you want to avoid. They are a menace. I believe it's that town there that wanted the tools. And we have Viglas. Let's get rid of a couple of Imperial generics. Let's also kill some Sea Raiders. Actually, those looters look a lot more delicious. Come here, you look very tasty. Let me eat you. Tasty, delicious looters. MS Smith, thank you so much for saying. That's very kind. You think I should start a podcast on business and history? The team and I had an idea of doing a behind-the-scenes podcast explaining the development of each of our series. I might end up doing one for Napoleon III. Alright, sick. We brought the tools in advance and they already like us. It's possible I'll end up recording it. The problem is that, like, I'm not great talking solo. I think I need a co-host and I don't know where I would find one. Especially for a podcast that's going to come out, like, 3 times a year. Okay, so you also need manual laborers. Let's find some looters to beat up. Oh, and how many prisoners did he want? He wants 9. How many videos will the Napoleon III series have? So the final mainline video I want to try to get out before the end of next week. That'll be part 5, and there's also a little epilogue that is finished and written. I just have to record it, and the team has to animate it, and that might take another 2-3 weeks. Does this town also want prisoners? They very likely do. They mine iron. No, they need draft animals. They want 4 sumpter horses. Yeah, sure, I can get them that. Are there any horse villages nearby? Yes, La Mesa, but it looks like it was looted. Horses, horses, horses. There's not much around here. 9 interns being sent to work on the proletarian farms. Technically, they're not proletarians. Technically, they are peasants. There is a difference. All right. We have 2 sumpter horses. We can buy 1 sumpter horse here. And let's also sell all of this garbage. I just want to keep the shield. That is important. It's always good to have a variety of food for your men. They like it and get morale bonuses. What's my favorite classical music number? Yeah, Hall of the Mounted King is a classic. So this isn't technically classical, it's technically Baroque, but I don't imagine you're paying attention to the difference with that question. I really like Handel's Saraband. Or if I have to pick a piece that's actually classical, I really like the 3rd movement of the Moonlight Sonata. When most people hear Moonlight Sonata, they imagine this kind of like calm, dreamy music. Listen to the third movement. It is the polar opposite, and it is just, it's really something else. Not the kind of thing you usually associate with classical music.
It's been
Oh wait, this guy wants draft animals. Here's what we'll do. We'll go around this way. We'll grab more from Vostrom, and then we'll go back to Parasemnos. And while we travel, you know what? Maybe I will play the third movement of the Moonlight Sonata. Okay, what's really funny is my favorite version of the Moonlight Sonata was actually done for an anime. An anime I really like, by the way. Moonlight Sonata third movement. There we go. Here we go. I'm going to turn the volume up for you guys. I'll play only a minute of this. This is a real piece written by, I believe, Beethoven. This is actually different from the version I'm used to. Let me try a different one. This one's good. There you go. Listen to that. Look at it. Like, again, that's not, like, normal for classical music. You're just going ham on that piano. I don't know. I think that's wild. I think it's really cool. Anyway, back to forcing slaves into the mines. Do I play Hearts of Iron 4? Yeah, I do. I played it on stream the other day, actually. Alright, sick. Let's get the last draft animal we need. Don't worry, there's going to be Hearts of Iron 4 streams in the future. Holy cannoli, is that the guy from The Thing? I hope so. Yes, they have sumpter horses. I'm actually going to buy a few, just because having horses in your party is useful in general. And how's our renown looking? Alright, we gotta beat up a bunch more looters if we want to get our renown up. They're not slaves, they're unpaid interns. No, that's a very valid point you make. I'd never deal in slavery. It's a very distasteful institution, you see. We live in a more civilized age. Oh, Saint Angelo, yes. I'm not, as it turns out, a 2D old man. We can take him. You know, I'm going to try to pin them against the coast. There they go. Regrettably, no prisoners and no renown either. It also looks like they have one more quest for me. No, that's the same quest.
It's been a while.
How do we know you're not a VTuber model for the 2D old man? Because I'm too cheap to pay for a VTuber model. Those things are expensive. Also, I think if we pick this option, we get extra renown, or at least extra charm. Okay, no renown, but we did get charm. There's one quest where if you forego payment, they give you extra renown for it. I think it's the one where bandits attack a village, but I don't know if you get that until you are one clan tier higher than where we are now. Alright, these are both captain bonuses, and they kind of suck. Mr. Smith, thank you for the money emojis. Very nice. would you get a VTuber model if they were a lot cheaper? And if you were, what kind of model would it be? I don't think I'd actually get the VTuber model. I don't know. It's a lot, and I think it's just nice and easy to like set up a little camera here and yap at you guys. I always envision these streams as a very casual thing I do for fun sometimes. Pick up a few donations here and there, help with production costs. Oh, Plucked Pickles, thank you so much for the gift. That is super kind of you. Although, the bar should be counting that. Why is... Sorry, I set a goal of 2 members, and the bar on top of the screen. Oh god, please don't tell me it's gonna play that 5 times. It's awful. I might have made a mistake, guys.
Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. You're a pirate indeed. Being a pirate is all that to be. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Oh, you know what? I might have just outright broken it by messing with a setting.
You are a pirate. You're a pirate indeed. Being a pirate is all that to be. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
It actually plays it 5 times. Oh my god. Wait, if somebody like buys 10 or 15 or 25, this is not going to stop playing. We're just going to have to hear it 25 times. Oh, stop. No! The Hellfire Ant, no! Stop gifting memberships. There aren't even that many people watching. There's 16 people watching. Oh, and congratulations on payday. Thank you for giving me a taste.
Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
How many does he want? How many pirates does he need? Oh, we actually have more than enough subtitles. Yeah, here you go.
You are a pirate. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. You're a pirate.
Looters in the map. Let's kill him. Let's eat the delicious looters. No, the nobles stole our looters.
You are a pirate. Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. You're a pirate indeed. Being a pirate is all that to be.
I made a mistake. I made a horrible mistake.
You are a pirate.
We need to change the sound.
You are a pirate.
The sound needs to stop. Also, I just realized the volume is way higher than it should be. Okay, that should be a little easier for you guys. What if everyone gifted 5 memberships? We really would be pirates then. Ooh, a quest. This is gonna be the new Rickroll. No! Oh no, this quest is really annoying. I do not like it. Sorry, buddy, you are gonna have to in and out on your own. What are my thoughts on the accounting job market as the employer? I wouldn't know because I don't hire our own accountant. The accountant I have who does both my personal and my business taxes, he's like independent, and I basically just contract him. I'm like, how much do I owe in taxes? And he's like, nothing. I'm like, why? And he's like, you spend more money than you make. And I'm like, oh, I should probably go beg for more money from the patrons. And that's how the business survives. Actually, fun fact, the US tax code really does encourage you to spend more money than you make. It's very silly. And it punishes you for being profitable. Also, there's other weird things. Okay, like we don't need to get all into this, but like your insurance in the United States gets worse the more money you're making. So you're encouraged to remain below certain income lines in order to avoid losing your health insurance. Like, it's actually insane some of the things you have to do as an employer or even a self-employer to like comply with US law. My only objection to VAT is that it hides from people how much they're paying in taxes. And I don't like that. I think people should know like how much of the cost is because of the government and how much is because of the business. All right, what are the quests in us? Yes, easy tea, such about taxes. That's what you subscribed for. Again, like, I don't know a huge amount about this. I just let my accountant handle this for me. But, like, there's a lot of interesting things about running your own business. Like, apparently you can write off even if you don't own the home, because I obviously don't own the home I live in, I can apparently write off some of the square footage as though it's office space expenses. And like, again, even if you're not paying rent for whatever arrangement you have, like you can write off the value of what the rent would hypothetically be. I don't want to say Americans have it rough. It's just that like the system needs to be, for lack of a better word, you have to take advantage of the system. If you take advantage of the system, it's very friendly to you. If you don't take advantage of the system, it absolutely brutalizes you. My favorite Hearts of Iron 4 mod, it's been a while, but I really want to try out the Fire Rises. Also, are the Khuzaits besieging this city? They're deep in Empire territory, man. Oh, no. I didn't. Sorry, I thought we were like up here. No, the Khuzaits are messing up the Empire, though. Look at this. God, that army is huge. Yeah, this town it's Jover. Also, you see the boats here? If you are trying to break a siege, you can either attack the army on land, or you can try to break the blockade, which will also end the battle. So if you have a better fleet than army, you can, like, attack from the coast and relieve the siege. Nah, buddy, you're not escaping this. Accept your fate. The reason I say it's rough is it's difficult to take advantage of the system when the education system there is poor. I mean, it's not even an education issue. It's just that, like, the tax code is a bunch of really arbitrary rules. And if you know what those rules are, you have a job in the United States called an accountant. Like, what an accountant in the United States does is he knows what the tax code is, and he, one, makes sure you're compliant so you don't go to prison. And two, he also, like, makes you pay as little taxes as possible. And also helps you pay as little taxes as possible. Like, again, like, the rules change each year, but, like, there's a story I heard. Even if the story is not specifically true, it's representative of how the system works, where, like, if you're a farm, you can write off certain expenses as taxes. But the definition of farm was having, like, 3 or more animals of a certain category on your land. So a guy bought 3 goats that he barely takes care of, and the goats just grazed on his lawn. And he was now legally a farm and did not have to pay some huge chunk of taxes. Like, it's really crazy, some of the things you can do in the United States. To, again, like, it's not tax avoidance. Sorry. There's a category of crime, and there's a category of, like, legal activity. Tax avoidance is legal. Or tax dodging. Sorry, it's too late for me. I can't say this. It is legal to legally minimize your tax burden. It is illegal to do it illegally. As dumb as that sounds. Yes, tax evasion is a crime. Tax avoidance is a national holiday. There we go. Tax avoidance, legal, compliant with the system. Tax evasion, crime, you go to prison. Yeah, and by the way, the reason we're jumping all these parties is we need to gain renown in order to level up our character and actually be able to play the game. Winning tournaments is also good for getting more renown. We need 50 renown to reach level 2. And again, once we're at level 2, the game begins. To be fair, our tax system requires... Yeah, that's the only thing I really hate about the tax system in the United States. Like, it simultaneously protects your privacy while invading it in all these really ridiculous ways. Oh, wait. I thought the guy was on my side. He's only a trained infantryman, so his AI sucks, and he's just going to forget to raise his shield at one point. Like so. There we go. Yeah, Sean Wicker, the plan for this stream is we're going to do a whole campaign, and we're going to stream the entire campaign. Oh god, this actually really sucks. Stop throwing things at me. Sometimes the tournament is just rigged to instantly kill you. That man is not a friend. Thank God the Imperial Nautes are really strong. Oh! They're not so strong if you kill them, though. Okay, nice. I just need to not get shot and killed. God, and say oh, okay. I really thought I was going to lose that one. All right, we're up against an Imperial Nate. They're not as good as Melee. How long is the stream? I'm probably going to go for at least another hour. Honestly, until I start feeling sleepy. When is the next funny video history man coming? Before the end of the month. I'd like to get the next video out before the end of next week. We're just waiting on like 5 more frames. Then the editor and I need to finish editing the video, and then we're good to go. Yes, shield versus shield action. Very interesting in this game. Ooh. You're literally just waiting for the AI to forget to raise its shield. You can also knock the shield out of the way, but you only do 1 damage. Come on. Just break. Oh. Ah, God. There's a slim chance. Yeah, I know we got disqualified. All right. It was a good effort. Someone spike his water with pure caffeine. No, I need to go to bed. I have to do voiceover tomorrow. You guys do not want to hear sleepy Ezekiel voiceover. Okay, I'm actually studying a lot of the early US presidents for an upcoming video. There's some pretty sick presidents early on in US history. I did not realize that. Oh, you know, I'm going to give you a funny one. William Henry Harrison. Dying 1 month into your term is hilarious. Oh, and the legend. Welcome to the stream. You know, I think we need more horses. We gave all our horses to those villagers, and now we're very slow. Also, how much more renown do we need? We need 21 more renown. You know, I have a lot of Viglas, I think, that want to upgrade, and I just can't because I don't have any horses for them. And what was even funnier is that, what was it? William Henry Harrison was like the first Whig president the party got in a while, and the Whigs were very, very mad about not getting to pass any policies. So they finally get their guy. He dies a month into office, and his vice president was actually a Democrat-leaning moderate who they only picked to balance the ticket. So they just accidentally make another Democrat the president. Well, basically Democrat the president. And he passes a bunch of policies they don't want. Like, early US history really is the story of, like, the populists in the country just governing the nation for years. A lot of histories of the time, including ours even, like, barely even considers the Federalists and the Whigs real political parties. They're always described as, like, the opposition party, those guys who are getting in the way of American expansion. Yeah, there's 7 Viglas we can upgrade to cavalry. You know, if we upgrade them to cavalry, we'll have a way faster party. Let's actually do that. The Whigs are the most incompetent political party. Listen, a lot of it was just really bad luck, but also Andrew Jackson, the Democrat Party, which, by the way, is the same Democrat Party to this day, was a very, very well-structured party. And by that, I mean the party elites basically run the whole thing and they can centrally plan all their elections. Oh, those horses are expensive. Sorry, I am not buying those. Like, to this day, the Democrat Party has a tremendous amount of say in who they're nominating. What's the name of the song that plays in the opening of the Turkish War of Independence? Oh, I have no idea. I'm sorry, man. Best case scenario, I left it in the description, so check there at the very bottom. Andrew Jackson was a strong president? Very much. Like, in almost every meaning of the word strong. All right, very expensive, but... Oh, am I about to lose a bunch of horses? Oh, that sucks. Regardless, we can upgrade some Viglas to Imperial Equite. So now that we have cavalry, we should be moving a lot faster. Okay, that's actually really good, but it's a captain skill. These are both captain skills. Yeah, the bottom one is way better. All right, one of these gives plus... Yeah, Merry Men is very good. We're going to want to rush up to that with our bows. Oh, yeah, top one for sure. And form-fitting armor, that's less armor weight, and the troops are a little faster, and weapon handling. Oh, that's way better. And also, let's upgrade our one-handed skill. Between Imperial Germany, Russia, and Austria, which was your favorite? It really depends on the era. I don't know why, but something in me just really likes Austria and Austro-Hungary. Something about, like, the messed up multicultural empire just appeals to me. Ooh, this guy would make a good leader. Let's recruit him. Also, we have a bunch of prisoners to ransom. For barely any money. Any planned streams for Hearts of Iron 4? Yes, absolutely on the agenda. In fact, our most recent stream was Hearts of Iron 4. Oh, we actually have a pretty well-trained army now. Also, we're moving nice and fast because of all the cavalry. Look at that. We should be able to catch up to looters now. By the way, that's one of the things that sucks about playing the Nords early game. They have no cavalry, so their armies move ridiculously slow early on, and it just takes forever to get to rank 2. Yeah, it looks like Crusades capture this. Oh, that deserter army would mess us up. We got to stay away from that. I like Tsar Nicholas II and blessed Karl von Habsburg. Interesting choice. I don't think Jackson could beat Teddy in the arm wrestling competition. They were both pretty tough dudes. I'll say this, Theodore Roosevelt grew up as aristocracy, whereas I think Jackson grew up like upper middle class. So like for the health and the better food he'd be eating and all that. Although I don't know, like Jackson had a tougher childhood, like famously a British officer slashed him with his saber. It's a tough fight. Really could go either way. Let's see if there's any looters we can beat up on this here kind of sort of island. Or, ooh, a quest. Deliver her to Zayanica. Where is that? Sometimes they want you to go ridiculously far. Does anyone see Zayanica on this map? Is it in, like, Asteroid territory? Oh, there it is. Oh, no, that's really close. I can do that. Also, there are some tasty, delicious looters. All right, let's beat up the looters before the herd slows us down. Also, look at how fast we are. We can just chase them down now. We don't need to worry too much about pinning them to the coast. How much renown does this give us? I will take it. It's a shame we don't have any more cool presidents. When was the last time a presidential candidate admitted to murdering someone in a duel? Okay, at risk of getting very political, the current president did theorize that he could probably kill someone and get away with it. For the record, dueling should absolutely be legal. It is absolute BS that two men cannot consent to fight to the death. Or like, you know, it doesn't have to be the death. To first blood. First blood would be enough.
Hey.
I really want to beat up those deserters, but they're probably way stronger than us. Oh, actually, it's mostly recruits. Okay, this might be really stupid, so I'm going to save, but I want to see if we can beat up those deserters. Because if you fight battles where you're outnumbered, you get a ton of renown for it. The power bar doesn't think the odds are terrible here. Huey Long would have been a better president than the fools who have led America over the past few years. It's awfully tough to say with a guy like Huey Long, because even if he becomes president, it's not certain he can get his agenda passed, and that is a really big challenge with these sorts of situations. All right, let's see. Where's a good spot to put our men? A big challenge we're going to have is they probably have way better ranged troops than we do. Oh, I forgot. We have cavalry. Wait, the cavalry's with the infantry? There we go. All right, you guys are going to chill out here. You guys are going to chill out here. And the cavalry in the 4th Division, I actually want to move them to 3rd for ease of control. Move you here. Whoops. Messed up. You go here. This formation goes away. Okay, cool.
You heard it. Go. Troops.
All right. This is going to be a very technical battle.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have brought my shield. Easy for president, easy for king. I'm sorry, guys. I do not want political power like that. Political influence, I wouldn't be totally opposed to, but actual power, no. The problem with being a politician is that you need to spend a lot of time with people who you may not necessarily like, and I'm not that kind of social person. Oh yeah, their cavalry is way better than mine.
Archer.
I also have a ton of archers. Okay. I see how we're going to handle this. I'm going to bait these guys into attacking our cavalry. Stop being cringe.
Charge! Soldiers!
There our cavalry goes.
Troops!
All right, we got one of them. That's our guy. Yo, isn't there a setting to permanently show friends? Let me turn that on. Lock aim. No. Show attacking direction. Okay, it might be an RTS camera setting. Let's see here. The setting's somewhere, but I can't find it. There we go, we got him. Alright, so killing their cavalry is a really big advantage. Now, they have a really big ranged unit advantage, but also, yeah, they have 18 melee infantry, and we only have 11. So we are going to need to do something to even things out. I'm going to have the cavalry follow me close, and we're going to do little raids into their ranged units. I was going to tell my infantry to get into a shield wall. When I'm trying to concentrate in history class, an apparition of Ezekiel appears in front of me and gives me the answers. You're welcome. All right, let's see if we can kill their archers.
Attack! Soldiers!
What? No, guys, do not. Oh, well, that's Jover. You know, our men aren't doing horrifically. They might be able to win this on their own just because we got their cavalry already. No, it looks like they have the advantage. You know what? I'm going to give this one more shot. Do I consider fencing to be dueling? I think some universities have fencing clubs, but they don't have... I don't know what Mensur... Oh, do you mean Mensa? Not Mensa, HEMA. So... fencing is a sport. It's not actually dueling. Like, if two guys have a problem with each other, they can't, like, fence to settle it, right? Like, it's not real enough. But if they could have actual sharpened blades and, like, try to poke each other, that could maybe work. I'm going to give this one more shot, because I think this battle's winnable. There's no, no, we can't recruit any of these guys. All right, we're trying this one more time. Just go to Texas. You're allowed to do mutual combat. I know you're allowed to do mutual combat, but I think if you injure the other guy too badly or anything like that, you get in trouble.
Soldiers!
And again, like, what makes a duel is that, like, you and the other guy believe in whatever your conflict was so much that you're willing to risk life and limb. It's not that you should get wounded, it's that you're willing to risk it. Okay, if you want a really interesting story, the story is not real, but read the story of the first emancipated duel. The word emancipated in this case first, like, emancipated women.
Follow me! Archers! Archers! Forward!
Alright, I want to find a position where our men will be safe from their archers. You're looking for a ridge or something. Oh, looks like their cavalry really wants to die. Alright, sick, we got him. Wasn't there a really prominent woman who was really good at dueling? I have no doubt there's a lot of stories like that. Alright, our best option... This ridge isn't great, but it might be enough to protect the troops from the worst of their infantry. And I can position the archers a little further back. Oh, I also forgot to put on my shield again. I gotta do that after this battle. Okay, chat, do me a favor. Remind me if I am an idiot and forget to equip the shield.
Shield wall! Infantry! Soldiers! Soldiers!
Alright, it looks like we're doing a good job stopping their archers from killing us. Our archers are getting pot shots off on them.
Archers!
No, San Angelo, you need to tell me after the battle's over. Just not the German idea of dueling? If you're referring to what they were doing in the 30s, like, sure, the people doing that were distasteful, but, like, honestly, they were vaguely in the right direction. Alright, we're trying to charge our cavalry into their infantry. Yes, okay, this might work. This might really work. I actually think we might have gotten them. Oh, I did not realize that guy was not a friend. That's part of the problem with everyone being Imperial. You can't tell who's on whose side. I think the issue here might just be that their troops are too high quality. Although, I don't know, if you have like 8 archers swarming you, it doesn't matter how high quality you are, you're gonna die. Yeah, and our cavalry is now menacing their infantry. Oh, that Nate is throwing stuff. God, they have so many archers, though. Yeah, I'm not sure we can kill their archers. That's the problem here. We can get everything else, just not their archers, because archers are way, way too strong in this game. People aside, the idea that you should maim yourself to look cool is to put it blunt. That is a very fair point, Stoked. Because they were intentionally trying to get wounds, but what I have in mind is more like, again, like, 2 guys are like in a fight over whatever reason. Maybe they're fighting over, like, you know, the classical ideal, and like they don't want to go to court because lawyers are dumb. They should just be able to like try to poke holes in each other. And whoever draws first blood ends it. Wow, the amount of viewers we had really went up since we started talking about dueling. Just charge in like a German barbarian in 476 against Rome. I think that's a slight exaggeration of what the German tactics were against Rome. Does it include glove slapping? Only if you're English. Yeah, I'm going to give up on trying to kill those guys. Or you know what? I'll let the AI initiate the fight. Oh, okay, I see. Sometimes the clicks kind of overlap each other. All right, there we go. Hey, we contributed. You know, part of the problem here also is just that Oh, do we have the quest to deliver? Yes, we do. Part of the problem also is that I take... Yes, shield, thank you. I take way too long to start developing infantry in my armies. I tend to just go for a lot of archers, and that's bad for very obvious reasons. Shield. Boom, thank you. You show those good old-fashioned math academic duels where it's just Jeopardy, but the prize is a job. No, like, that's the exact thing I don't want. Everything in society is intellectualized now. If you have a problem, you go to a court and you have to state your case, or you get into, like, an internet debate, or do, like, some other worthless thing. Why can't you guys just beat the snot out of each other? I feel like for a lot of people... Oh, whoa, we do not want to sell those sheep. We, we promised to deliver those to a town. I feel like for a lot of people, it would settle the issue way better, and they'd actually feel better about it. I don't know. It feels kind of, like, degrading to go in front of a judge and talk how, like, actually, you're the more victimized person in this situation, and you deserve the compensation more. You wrapped up the 1800 units in school? What do they tell you about the 1700s and 1800s? What do they teach you in school? Oh, that is a lot of Corsairs, man. Put down the grimoire and pick up a broadsword, you filthy... Exactly. And, like, maybe I'm exaggerating the position a little bit, but I think there's a lot to be said for the idea that a lot of everything in modernity is way over-intellectualized, and the physical world needs to come back, and frankly, part of the physical world is violent. Like, when I was younger, I sparred all the time, and I loved it. It was awesome. Some of the guys at the gym did not like me so much, and for them, it was less sparring and more actually trying to beat me up. But, like, I'll be honest, I learned some good lessons. Maybe I should have been a little less annoying as a kid. Trial by combat depends on the crime. For petty theft, fine. For murder, no. As a Zoomer, I've never been in a fight before, and I feel like there's something missing from my school experience. You know, I don't know where you went to school, but like in the United States, there's something called zero tolerance policies that are very popular. And what zero tolerance means is if you are assaulted by a different student and defend yourself, you are considered just as responsible for the fight as the one who assaulted you. And some of them go as far as to say that even if you do not defend yourself, you are still responsible for being assaulted. So like, just imagine that. You get assaulted, and then you are blamed for being assaulted. No, public education in the United States, it's messed up in most places, but in the United States especially, it is an awful, awful institution. If you're interested in like how messed up public schools are, there was an excellent author named John Taylor Gatto, who for a while was like one of the best teachers in the country, and he wrote a fascinating series of books about like what US public education is and how it works and like the lessons it allegedly teaches you and the lessons it actually teaches you. Ooh, I'm trying to remember the name of the book. Dumbing Us Down. That's what it's called. Dumbing Us Down by John Taylor Gatto. Excellent book on US public education. Well, public schools are run by the government, so everything is downstream of the legal system. Ooh, a big ball of delicious, tasty looters. Don't mind if I do. Now, ideally, we'll fight both of them together so we get more renown from the fight. Okay, 12 more renown, and we are actually going to get to play the game. As a foreigner, the US is just a live comedy. I have a friend, and what he frequently says is, the United States is an insane asylum. And what's funny is that he's American, like, through and through, born, raised. Still thinks the country's nuts. It prepares you for dealing with an incompetent administration. Like, I get it, like, haha, the government's incompetent, but, like, there's something a little messed up about having a system that's broken to, quote-unquote, prepare you to have a system that's broken. America's a very legalistic country. The only way to make laws is by suing people about the legality of an action. Yeah, no, rule by lawyers is like a really nasty thing in the United States. Especially given how, as a lawyer, you're very heavily rewarded for lying. Like, the way the legal system works is whoever makes the best job at convincing Jesus, why is my brain not working? Whoever is better at convincing a judge that the law is on their side will win the case. So it doesn't matter if you believe in the case. It doesn't even matter if the case is correct. It only matters if you're better at convincing people. Well, any country in the English common law tradition is going to work that way. And by the way, it wasn't supposed to work that way. It just kind of developed that way. Right, who is in this deserter army? If our force was a little bigger, we could beat them. Maybe I can, like, recruit a bunch of troops here? Okay, if this village has enough men, we can try to kill these deserters. I want them to chase me. Okay, good. Now follow me to the village, and I'm going to recruit a bunch of men, and then we're going to kill you. Ooh, yes, and these are good quality troops. Okay. Family claims bandit. As you leave Bergam, a woman approaches you and grasps her horse's halter. Among the prisoners is her son, she says. You capture him. He was part of a gang of bandits, but she tells you tearfully that he is a good boy who fell in bad company. She swears she'll ensure he doesn't stray again from the correct path. They must pay the lad's ransom. I'm sorry, lady. Your good boy does not join a violent gang of felons. That does not happen. Me when I walk into a village to take a third. Listen, I'm not taking a third of the population. I'm promising them gold and glory for the Empire. All right, so I don't know their composition because I was not paying attention. Ooh, a big rock. That's good. All right, sick. Let's get all the men to the big rock. The big old tactical rock. If you could change the outcome of World War I and the Russian Civil War, what would you change? I absolutely, positively, ever would not let the Bolsheviks win the Russian Civil War. Oh, the amount of human suffering you could prevent by stopping the Bolsheviks from winning. Angelo, I think you might have a really, really romanticized ideal of who Leon Trotsky was. There was not a single Bolshevik atrocity he opposed. Not one. Remember, he was in charge of the Red Army while all of this stuff was happening. He 100% knew it was happening. Victory for Kolchak?
Follow me!
If I had to make any one party win, was Kolchak... Kolchak was the guy in the east, I think, no? Whoever was leading the Southern Army, whose name I cannot recall, I'd want him to win. Oh, they have cavalry.
Give them hell!
And I can manually handle their archers.
Footmen!
Oh, one of my cavalrymen is even helping me. How nice of him. Just die. Stop being cringe. Ooh. Stop resisting. I think all my men might be dying while I'm getting distracted by these three archers. Yeah, I messed up this battle. All right, one more time. House Productions, welcome back. Wrangle. Okay, from Wrangle's position, victory is basically impossible. If I could have Wrangle win, like, listen, Wrangle did a really good job. Like, sure. He probably would have been better than the others. The Louis Napoleon videos helped me in world history. Thanks. You're welcome. We're super proud of the series, the whole team and I. A tremendous amount of work went into it, so I'm glad people like them. What's happening? We're almost at level 2, so we get to actually play the game soon. We just have to actually get there.
Infantry!
Also, since they have so few archers, we don't need to use the giant rock. We also have cavalry superior. Okay, this is really, really winnable.
Follow, go! Soldiers! Move!
So if their cavalry charges our infantry, they die. if they try to kill our seemingly exposed archers, they're going to run into our cavalry. So I'm actually going to tell them to get into a shield wall so they form a nice block. It looks like... What are they charging?
Troops, council to charge! Infantry, line formation! Troops! Whoa!
Okay, where is that setting that shows who's on whose side? It's driving me nuts that I don't have it on. Show attack direction, report damage, report shouts, report experience, report damage. There has got to be that setting that shows... Maybe you can't do it in the middle of a battle. Okay, that's the guy who's not on our side. Ooh, their infantry has arrived. We need to get our infantry together. Oh no, never mind. I'm actually just losing it. Yeah, I think we have him.
Archers! Soldiers! Arrows! Infects, make a shield! Troops! Soldiers! Troops, move! Troops, give them hell!
Let's charge our cavalry in. Let's tell them to charge. Yeah, and most of their infantry is just garbage recruits. Yeah, we got them. No, cavalry, charge. Charge into their infantry. There we go. Yep, and now everyone charge, and this battle is done. We got it. Just gonna fast forward.
Infantry!
Yeah, we got him. They just have one. There we go. Do I watch other YouTubers? Of course, I love YouTube. It's probably my number one. So there we are, 6.1 renown. Beautiful. And we even captured Imperial Heavy Horsemen, who we might be able to recruit at a later point. Medieval peasants when I step on them with my horse. Okay, we need 6 more renown. Just got to kill a couple more looter blobs, I think. Tasty, tasty, delicious looters. Walking, talking renown, as far as I'm concerned. Come here. Stop resisting. There's no point. How much renown is this? 1.2. How much advice do I have? Like, honest to God, dude, choose topics you have fun with, find the best books you can on the topic, and just write a report on it. The number one thing is research. Research, 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 and have fun. Who do I watch? Well, I'm going to miss the Armchair Historian now that his channel's going away. That was an awesome channel. I really like DJ Peach Cobbler. He's not for everyone. Is he a good commander? He's an alright commander. Sorry, give me a sec to, No, there's a lot of good creators out there. Okay, we have Sumpter horses. Can I not upgrade my Viglas with them? Or... Oh, we, requires a mount, but I don't have any. What do you mean you don't have any? I have 20 Sumpter horses. I guess Sumpters don't count. Maybe saddle horses work? That is interesting. Is that a bug? Maybe the Midland Palfrey works? Yeah, I guess they're too snobbish for the regular horses. What am I riding? Guess I should get a better horse for myself. Oh, also, there was a warning. Yeah, no saddle. There we go. Now this, look at how fast we're moving. Oh, what are our party wages? Yeah, we need to get our hands on some money. Where's a quest, or where's the band of looters or something? Yeah, well, what was weird is that the class amount for all of them was the same when I was mounting over it. Like, they're all just mounts. Oh! It's this thing. Oh, no. Civilian. Okay, I see. Wait, they're all civilian, though. I guess they have to have this one used for increasing speed. I don't know. Do I watch Rewriting History? I don't believe so. Some tasty, delicious looters. They even tried to surrender to me, but I am not accepting surrenders. Okay, we're close. 4 more renown. We got him pinned against the mountains here. And that Lord's army did not join us, which is good. That ensures we get more renown. Yes, no prisoners indeed. Always for the Emperor. He wants tools. I do not have tools. Ooh, 30% influence gain from battle. That's really, really good. That's actually insanely good, especially if you know how to do sieges. Maybe I should raid a local hideout. You know, they recently re-added the ability to outright assault the hideouts. They took that away a while ago, but I don't think it gives that much renown to clear a hideout. The truth is, it's been a while. I'll try an assault. We'll see what happens. We have good soldiers for it. Oh, I brought a spear. Alright, that's not very good when you're on foot, but whatever. Is my infantry not attacking? Come on, guys.
Soldiers, everyone attack!
Look at all my dismounted cavalry with their shiny pauldrons. Hoi 4 is definitely on the agenda. Our last stream was Hoi 4. If you go to the channel, there's a playlist of all of our past streams. It only has the last one, and it's going to have this one. But I'm going to add all future streams to it. Was the Byzantine Empire Roman or an imposter? It was objectively the same thing. It was objectively the Roman Empire. Like, I'm not even sure there's a debate. It was the same exact institution. Ian Hernandez, welcome back. You know, I'm just going to fast forward this, because I think our men have this handled. Yeah, look at them go. Look at them go. They're so happy.
Die, you bastard!
Yeah, I'm not fighting a duel because I brought a spear with me, and spears are not very good for this kind of close quarter fighting. You can kind of poke over your friends' heads, though. You didn't miss too much. We mostly just ran around fighting bandits. Oh, 5.1 renown. Okay, these are actually worth a lot of renown. Thank you for the suggestion, Z-Dank. I did not know that. I'm keeping that in mind for the future. And now we are clan rank 2. All right, so if I recall, the winner of the poll was the Northern Empire, so we are going to go up there. Man, they're not doing too well. They've lost a lot of stuff. And we're going to pledge ourselves to them as a mercenary. Also, look, we can now have 49 men in our army. Also, I think we can have a second clan army. No, we have to be level 3 for that. All right, that's fine. You can do a lot with 49 men in a siege. I'm going to show you guys. Again, Ian Hernandez, you really didn't miss that much. We just got to rank 2 by beating up a whole bunch of looters, thanks in part to Z-Dank's suggestion. I did not know raiding hideouts gave you renown. And now we are going to find a Northern Empire lord to pledge ourselves to. And that will unlock the actual game. The HRE is the Roman Empire because it had the blessing of the Pope and it actually had Rome within its borders. There's an alright case to be made for that. Man, the Northern Empire is really getting messed up. They lost 2 towns already, and it looks like they're about to lose a 3rd. Here we are, Northern Empire Lord.
Now then.
I want to join as a mercenary. And they're paying a lot, sweet. Alright, so now we are part of the Northern Empire, so we can join their armies and we can defend their castles. So this castle here is under siege. We can actually win that siege by joining it. We just have to rush up there in time. Unless, of course, this giant Northern Empire army arrives there first. Yeah, it looks like they're going to relieve that siege before we get there. That is a shame. I would like to show you guys a siege battle. We might get the chance. Actually, it looks like they're assaulting the castle and they're already losing, so they didn't even need us. Oh, wait. Oh, no, the Khuzaits, they killed our army and won the siege. Never mind, we gotta get out of here. Use the Napoleon techniques? I'm not sure what you're referring to. The main thing we need to do is build up to our troop cap. Also, I want to check our troop tree, because I want to work our way up to Imperial Bucellari, at least for our common units. And Bucellari, if I'm not mistaken, yes, they are off of veteran archers. Cool. I'll be honest, I don't even know what the Murid War is. I'm going to search that up on my other monitor. The Russian conquest of Chechnya and Dagestan. Probably not for a while, I don't imagine. I'd love to revisit the Russian Civil War, though, if Russian history is what you're after. Okay, there is a Northern Empire army running around. We should go join them. But our main goal is to find a siege to help in the defensive. So if, like, Gao's Castle or something gets attacked, we're going to help it out. So what's the lore of this game? I mean, again, sort of like a pseudo-late Dark Ages, early Medieval Ages world. There's Viking-type people to the north, Russian-type people a little further south, nomads to the east, the Roman Empire that's collapsing in the center. the French in the west. And what can I say? You are a mercenary traveling around. You start alone. You recruit soldiers. Your army gets bigger. You get richer. You recruit more. Your army gets bigger. You get richer. You recruit more, and so on. All right, we're going to join this army, and we're going to try to participate in the siege. Oh, this is a whole town they're sieging. Okay. The main lore is asking about the Battle of Pendriac. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Ooh, I will recruit the highwayman. Oh, that's funny. He can become a Vlandian banner knight. So Clash of Clans, but you move to different places. Not the worst way to think of it. Alright, if we see a giant Crusade army approach, though, we gotta get out of here. The AI is really bad at fighting horse archers. The most accurate part of the description is forgetting about the Batanians. Batania is always the first to die. Their position sucks, and it's made even worse by the fact that the Vlandians are right next to them, who are by far the most powerful faction. Alright, sick. Let's hit the walls. Although I wouldn't call the Batanians Basques. They're more like... Honestly, they're the Welsh. Would I rather live in America, the Purge, German Reich, Man in High Castle, or the Holy Roman Empire? Oh, absolutely America and the Purge. You're only in danger for 1 day a year. Alright, and now I'm going to use the awesomeness that is the RTS mod to do this. We're going to skip the boring part of the siege of waiting for the siege engines to get up. Also, look at the death spam on the top right. Usually the defenders in a castle have a really big ranged advantage, but we have so many more ranged troops than them that we're actually winning this early sort of like ranged duel. Alright, sick. So we're not going to climb up the tower. What we're going to do is snipe at them from the edge below. Actually, it would be better to hit them from the other side. We're also going to counter-snipe their archers as best we can. Since they're usually stationary, you get headshots during a siege. Man, our guys are really storming them. Look at that. Oh man, we are storming this castle. Usually sieges are way harder. Yeah, no, we're in. This fight is increasingly Jover. Yep, we got him. Do we get any renown? We got 0.1 renown. Thanks, game. Have I read World War Z? No, I have not. Alright, that army of 44 troops. Oh, apparently we lost a lot of men in that fight. Nothing a quit recruitment drive can't solve. Okay, that army there we can't take on, but we'll wait for the friendly army to leave town and see where it goes next. You should really get a helmet. No, I'm never going to cover up my MC's beautiful face. You see, a lot of the enemy commanders are women, and they're going to be distracted by how handsome he is, that they're going to forget to defend themselves and lose the battle. It's going to Themis for recruitment. Helmets are cringe. Exactly. You get me, MS Smith. By the way, is that supposed to be Mrs. Smith? Miss Smith? One nice feature is you can, in fact, recruit from enemy towns, as long as it's not burning. Oh, the town we just took is being besieged by 1,000 Khuzaits. No, I cannot. If I had a more elite force, I could actually probably turn that siege around, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Ooh, what are those deserters? No, they're too strong. Early game, you got to be a bit of a rat. Only take fights you're sure you can win. Like that right there, this guy chasing me, he's going to kill me if I let him catch up. Luckily, there's a friendly army right there I can run away to. They're very likely to catch up. Ah, we're out of food. Oh man, I gotta give up a lot of soldiers, but I can get away. And I lost the daring trait. Very sad. Skaven tactics. Yes, yes, exactly. You get me. You understand. Whoa, we have a huge army. I'm gonna recruit some soldiers and join up. Oh, I need food, though. They have cows. We can buy the cows and slaughter them for meat. Yeah, the reason our army's so slow is that our morale sucks. Damn, we're carrying a lot of prisoners, apparently. They also have grain we can buy. And they took back Masera already, but we have a giant army under our core over there who's gonna... Oh, he's gonna take Amprella. Interesting. Have I played Total War Warhammer? Yeah, I've even streamed it in the past. I love Total Warhammer. It is also on the agenda for streams. Oh, they have a big army of the Khuzaits. All right, we're gonna go around, you see. And join the siege. Favorite faction in Total Warhammer? I am quite partial to Bretonnia in Warhammer Fantasy. The French but human? What's not to love? Alright, this time he's just gonna send in troops. Oh, the other reason we're slowing down is that we have all these horses we don't need. For the lady, exactly. And we're also besieging the other town. All right, Northern Empire might be coming back. The Khuzaits really messed them up for a while, though. Empire's better than Bretonnia? That's because you like vanilla ice cream. Oh, wow, our friendly army died trying to take this castle. Oh, no, it was the, You know, if they besiege a strong castle, we could sneak in and really do a number on them. Let's follow them. Oh, if they take Gao's castle, we can stop them. We can mess them up if they try. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. All right, let's grab a bunch more troops from the surrounding villages, and then we're going to sneak into the castle. They need a while to build up their siege equipment anyway. You know, I might single-handedly be able to destroy the Khuzait army, and if that happens, the war really, really turns around for the Northern Empire. Northern Empire is probably the weakest in the game because of how strong the Khuzaits are. Oh, did they leave? Oh, they must have... Ah, that is a shame. They probably left to relieve this siege over here. That's a shame. We're going to have a lot of desertion now. It is what it is. You know, what's very likely to happen is we'll win the siege, but we're going to lose so many men in the process that... Oh, no, never mind. They're traveling to a friendly town, I imagine. Oh, whoa, 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 get... No, 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 no. I do not want to die.
Halt then. So tell me who I fight.
What are in her army? Yeah, I can't take that. And we're just gonna get away because most of our troops are trash anyway. Yeah, we're having money problems. We just need a battle where we actually have an impact. As soon as that happens, we're going to be rolling in dough. And we also got to keep an eye out for our friendly castles that are being besieged. That's what we're really looking for here. Instead, it looks like they're just raiding all of our towns. One of the nice things about being a mercenary, or at least it's not that nice, but it helps if you're in a desperate situation like mine. When you're in an army, you get influence, and mercenaries get money from their influence. It gets drained. So as long as we're in the army, we're going to have some income, and that's going to help with the worst of our morale issues. Would I live in Skyrim, Calradia, Berk, Bretonia, or Gondor? If I can be a noble, Bretonia. I don't know what Berk is. If I can be like a normal person, I feel like Skyrim is going to be the best one for normal people, but I'm not certain. Oh, the AI is doing that thing where they're going to attack you one by one and not actually wait for all the reinforcements to arrive. This could be good until the main army arrives, which will just kill us. Ooh, we have a problem. We're kind of trapped here. Oh, that's not good. Can I not get involved and leave? No. So here's a little trick. You can end your mercenary contract at any time with no penalty. So I'm going to leave the kingdom. Now the Khuzaits aren't going to try to kill us. And then we just rejoin at some later point. Oh, Berk. Oh, from How to Train Your Dragon? No, Berk sounds pretty awful to live in, honestly. I would not want to be getting raided by dragons all the time. By the way, I was just complaining about lawyers and, like, their cowardly tactics. Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And now we can talk to our dear friend Myron over here. Marone, maybe? I don't know. And just renew our contract. He needs to stop running away from me, though.
If you please.
They're actually offering us more than last time. All right, so the Khuzaits are very likely to besiege someplace now if they killed our main field army. So we just got to figure out where their field army went. Chances are they don't feel confident enough for a siege yet. In which case they're going to go home, they're going to recruit a bunch of troops, And then they're going to come back and kill something. Do they not have food in this town? This town's probably starving. Yeah, and the biggest army we can raise is 600 men. And the Southern Empire stole a castle out from under us. Yeah, Northern Empire is not doing so hot. They definitely got problems. Oh, do these guys have grain they can sell me? If so... Alright, we can buy a little bit of butter. The men are going to have to eat butter for a little while. I'm going to tell the men to help themselves because we need the morale. And I think I see an opportunity. The Khuzaits are besieging Myzia. And actually, that is a very winnable fight. Even if we don't assist, it's a winnable fight. So we're going to wait nearby. And the second the siege starts, we are going to assist. And you know the siege starts when their number starts going down. Oh, also, we can recruit a bunch of our looters and stuff. Will I watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms? Nah, Game of Thrones kind of sucked after, I don't know, Season 3, maybe Season 4. And everything after that just got worse and worse. Come on, Khuzaits, launch the siege. You know you want to. Also, please do it before the friendly army arrives, because then I don't get to have a siege battle, and that'll be very disappointing. Come on, guys. Launch the attack. Launch the attack. Launch the attack. No siege battle for us, I guess. All right, I guess we're just going to help the field battle then. The show betrayed Stan. Yeah, the show just intentionally made everything suck.
Infantry! Everyone, attack!
Yeah, I'm gonna set the AI to take command of my forces. Oh, oops, that's not what I wanted.
Follow your sergeants!
And I'm just gonna focus on fighting. I'm gonna join the Allied Cavalry. You know, there's a Game of Thrones mod for Mount and Blade Bannerlord that I'd very much like to try. There's actually a lot of really sick mods for this game. Let's fast forward this a little bit.
Infantry! Infantry!
Oh, the Khuzai cavalry went way ahead of their army. Look at that. Let's engage.
Infantry! Footmen!
I'm gonna go for the guy with the banner. Just gotta get some stabs in here and there.
Infantry! Infantry!
Ah, that was a bad miss. Come on, get over here. Stop being alive. Stop carrying that banner. Lots of Khuzait horse archers running around. Ooh, I got in the middle of their line. That's not good. Yeah, this is all just their horse archers. Oh, that's a shame. All right, we're going to win the battle anyway. Yeah, because they don't have enough infantry. Look at that on the top right. Look at that death spam. Absolutely beautiful. And the infantry's sticking together, so it's doing a good job. Ooh, the death spam changed quite a bit, but it does not matter. Oh, they just got a big reinforce, though. There it is. Imperial infantry is way better than Khuzait. Yeah, this is over. We got him. If you guys like the Total War game, Mountain Blade is literally Total War, but you get to take command of the troops yourself. It's Jover. And I get no renown or influence for it. Very sad. And we don't get to fight a siege either. If I could live in any fantasy world as a knight or lesser noble, which would it be? Honestly, pretty much any would be basically fine. Lesser nobility? I mean, your life's set by definition. I'm genuinely surprised by how many troops the Northern Empire is able to rally. I would assume we're dead by now. What's the best video game and why is it Pong? I'm really partial to the original Rome Total War. You know what I'm going to do? I realize that we still have all these prisoners. I'm going to ransom them, buy food. That should solve a lot of our problems. It turns out you're supposed to feed your soldiers. Go figure. Autism Incorporated, welcome to the stream. You missed the We Are a Pirate posting. You know, I just realized the messages are really hard to read on stream. Let me, I think there's a really simple fix to that. Here, I'm gonna switch to this mode. Oh, that doesn't actually help. Okay. Oh, I see where to fix it. I have to do this on Streamlabs' end. Oh, fixing the text readability is actually going to be a bit of an ordeal for me, so we're going to leave it be for now.
Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free.
Oh.
You are a pirate. You're a pirate indeed.
Thank you, Plucked Pickles.
Do what you want, 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
I actually think I
So
see a
what
really
now?
simple fix. If I just change the text color to black, we should be good. Okay, do me a favor and post some messages, because that just wipes the chat. Okay, is that more readable for you guys? Man, that's actually really bad. I'm going to play around with the text box the next time I stream. I know how to fix this. It's just annoying. Regardless, ooh, we actually have some good recruits here. But we don't have the money for them. You know what? For us in our current stage, there actually is one thing we can do that's going to be useful. We can beat up villagers. Oh, sorry. You're streaming at 140p. That is a setting on your end that you're going to have to fix. Yeah, the militia here is only 24 men. Let's beat them up. I'm pretty sure we pretty much win this automatically. Yes, sick. Prisoners and loot. And we can take their stuff. We can also force them... Oh, I can't do that. All right, sick. And the nice thing is that unlike raiding, which takes a while, which means the enemy can reinforce and beat you up. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, that army could have easily murdered us if it wanted to. That army too could easily murder us if it wanted to. Yeah, fighting the Khuzaits is insanely dangerous because their armies are way faster than you. So if they catch you out of position, it's over for you. And here, I think we can, yeah, we can win this. The loot is worth way more than whatever they end up giving you. Alright, so you see how they're chasing us? Maybe they want to try to kill us? Okay, I don't know why the AI didn't just murder us from orbit, but I am going to keep traveling and not question it. I'm not a bandit, it's just retribution. Yeah, I'm getting revenge from their horrible crime of existing in my general vicinity. Horrible, horrible people. I can't believe they do that. Ooh, and as our renown grows, we're able to recruit better and better soldiers in the villages. Oh, okay, guys. We just got the best event for a mercenary. Because one of these... Okay, it's not this one. One of these gives you like 200 renown. And renown as a mercenary translates into cash. So you take this, you get the 20 renown, and then you get a monstrous amount of cash. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. It's influence, not renown. Never mind. Still, renown is very good because you want to get to clan level 3 so you can become a noble. Alright. I want the Khuzaits to besiege something, because defensive siege battles are so good, and apparently we joined this war at the exact wrong moment. Are we at war with anyone else? No, we're only at war with the Khuzait. We might change factions and find someone who's at war with more enemies, just so we have someone to fight. You know, the Batanians will offer a lot of defensive battles, I can tell you that for certain. You know what? Let's go do that. Let's go for greener pastures. Let's head west. By the way, this is when like a giant Khuzait army shows up for an epic siege battle that we're going to miss. Knowing my luck, that's exactly what's going to happen. Sorry, I'm trying to grab something under my desk. There we go. Oh, wait. That's exactly what happened. An epic siege started, but this siege, I don't think our force is strong enough to take. So we're just going to keep heading west to the Batanians, and we're going to see what happens. What is worse, stubbing your toe when the character steps on a nail while walking down basement stairs in a movie? I'm really not sure what the comparison is. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, they are going to take this city. Although our friendly army isn't going to be able to stop them, it seems. Alright, the Batanians are at war with all their neighbors like normal. So we're going to fight for them, and we're going to gain the renown we need to actually get to the next level. Because the Northern Empire is not getting as messed up as it usually does. Usually they're war with like Sturgia at the same time, and the Southern Empire bullies them. It looks like we're not getting any such luck, and that is a Batanian lord. Let us pledge fealty to him, assuming these deserters don't kill him. Actually, what we can do is we can leave the kingdom, talk to the Batanian lord. Oh, ah! Why would you do that? And as soon as we talk to him and pledge fealty, he'll feel confident enough to fight the looters. Oh, they're offering a lot of money for mercenaries. Let's go. And one of the nice things about Batania is they have one of the best infantry units in the game. The Batanian Fian, who comes out of these highborn youth. So are there any Batanian settlements under siege? No, but there soon will be, rest assured. Oh, these are Sturgian troops. Doesn't matter, I will take them. Man, the Battanians got messed up. Oh, that's a sick siege, man. I don't know if we'll be able to make it there in time, though. We will try our best. Yeah, no, we're not making it there in time. But that Vlandian army will definitely besiege another settlement. They're still really big and strong. So we're going to stay in their general vicinity, track them, and then as soon as they besiege something that we can handle, we'll kill them. Oh, that's the Vlandian king. He really overextended. If the lords decide to attack him... God, he has 250 troops on him. That's monstrous. All right, Santa Angelo, thank you so much for joining the stream. Oh, that's 2 separate Vlandian armies. Still, I think we can take them. All right, they took the castle. Let's see what they try to besiege next. Maybe Pencanic, which is a lot of defenders. Okay, they're traveling to Morig, which is that town right there. Oh, there's a stray lord we can kill. Let's bag him. And we got a whole bunch of prisoners out of that. Favorite flag? I mean, what's better than the stars and stripes of the USA? Okay, they're going to Lanark Hen to besiege. Where's Lanark Hen? It has 300... Okay, that is a siege battle we can absolutely win. In fact, the problem Battania has, they're not going to be able to take any of these castles back. So I'm just going to recruit whatever troops I can get my hands on. You always want more meat for the grinder. I also really, really like the Russian flag under Tsar Alexander II. Okay, luckily the AI is too stupid to try to relieve the siege, so I'm going to recruit whatever soldiers I can, and then as soon as their number starts going down, we assist the siege. And we're going to grab literally whatever soldiers we can get. It does not matter. Oh, it's also very important we switch my guy out for a sword, because having a spear in a siege is less than useless. Do we have swords? We have axes, and that is good enough for me. No, don't defend the castle. I want a siege. God, the one time the Battanians actually have enough troops. Wait, defeat? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going back in that case, because if they lose, that means we can still defend the castle. You know what it is? They probably just recruited a ton of soldiers, so even though the army was impressively sized, it was all trash. Let's try this one more time. Oh, and we want to switch to that hatchet again. Ooh, free renown. Oh, we're already at... We made a good amount of renown already. All right, sick. Legends or canon Star Wars? Whatever Star Wars was before Disney got their hands on it, because boy, did they mess that up. Yeah, they have 118 volunteers. The Battanian army sucks. Oh, I see what happened. The actual army didn't engage. They're just hanging out. Yeah, and the AI knows they're not going to be able to win this. All right, we're going to get our siege. Yeah, I see their siege tower. Let's get ready for this. Let's make sure all of our points are spent. All right, we're just waiting for them to begin the assault. This is what we have been waiting for. Get hyped, guys. This is going to be sick. The only downside is I don't think they have it. Oh, did the siege begin? Yes, it did. No, and the Battanian AI is about to ruin it. No. We're going to manual save. Make sure this doesn't get messed up. And here we go. We're going for the siege. Breaking up with the defenders. You lose 18 of your soldiers. That is worth it. Help. All right, let's fight this. And if we win, we get a monstrous amount of rewards. The key thing is we need to make sure their siege tower does not make contact. And whoa, some catapults just did a monstrous amount of damage on the enemy. All right, where do we have catapults? All the way on the right, it looks like. And we have a ton of archers here. The problem is the Valandians have really good crossbows, and crossbows tend to do better. Oh, yes, we do have fire pots. Okay, sweet. We need to destroy their siege tower. That is the only thing that matters. All right, let's see here. Who's going to land? I overshot. I way overshot. Okay. Try this. Oh, this is going to be better. Not by much. Oh, damn. At least I killed a lot of their troops. Yeah, we already killed 120 of them. The problem is they are winning the archer duel, and that's very bad. Ooh, I hit the tower and did 2,000 damage. 2 or 3 more shots like that, and we have it. It is fine if their ram reaches the gates. If the ram is the only good way they have into the castle, we'll be in a beautiful, beautiful position. All right, come on, give me another hit. Give me another hit. I just barely overshot it. And our friendly catapults also just barely missed. Fire, fire, fire. Come on. Ah! Bad luck. Okay, some of those little rocks hit the tower, though. And we have a good amount of ammo left. By the way, I'm going to... Oh, yes, we destroyed their siege tower. Okay, we got it. So here's what I'm going to do. Ready? I am not going to use this catapult anymore. We're going to let the enemy storm forward. And there's a reason. We are saving the fireballs. Okay, now here's why we were saving them. It is way more effective to just drop it right on the enemy's heads. Like so. Watch all the kills we're going to get. Boom! Look at that. Beautiful. How many people have we killed so far? We killed 42 people just with the little fire pot. Let's drop it again. Boom. We killed another 20 right then and there. It's a shame the AI wastes them. Oh, it also looks like they have some siege ladders over here. Okay, sweet. So let's just drop them. Wow, that was some awful luck. Now, luckily, I do have the RTS mod, so we can just take control of another character and continue from there. But that is a shame. Practice with the catapults, guys. Catapults are one of the most useful tools in this game. They are more than worth the effort. Boom. If we keep getting kills like that, we're going to win the whole siege. We might have to give this battle one more try, though. Yeah, it looks like they're overwhelming the defenders now. And do they overwhelm them at the gatehouse? Yeah, no, this battle's over. All right, we're going to give this one more shot, but this is extremely winnable. All right, one more time, guys. We finally have our siege. We just have to win it. And if you win sieges when you're outnumbered 2-1, 3-1, 5, 10-1, you get so much renown and so much loot and so much money. And here's what else we know. There's a fire catapult on the far right, which is way more worth it. And frankly, the AI does not do a bad job destroying oncoming siege towers. Dogs or cat, which do you like more? I like me a nice cuddly kitty cat. Here we go, fire pots. Actually, that blob over there is going to be a really easy hit. Nice. By the way, guys, do yourself a favor. Always play Bannerlord with the RTS mod enabled. You always want to fast forward through garbage like this. Yeah, and see, the AI already got one hit on their siege tower. Gonna try a little further. Just barely overshot. All right. Boom. Look at that. I think this is the last shot we're going to be able to make easily. Yeah, all right. So now we're going to save the ammo here. And I think we got their siege tower. Yeah, their siege tower is destroyed. So now they're bunching up here. So now we'll start dropping them manually. I think the distance you throw is based on your character's throwing skill. Look at that. That is a beauty. We have single-handedly killed 148 enemies already. The ladders are one of the big risk points for us, so as long as we kill enough of them, the enemy is going to be reduced to just coming through the front gate. There's also a bunch of fire pots near the front gate we can drop on them. Guys, look at this. Look at this. It's over. We already cleared the side of the fort. And I don't think they have a reinforcement wave coming. So yeah, I trust our guys to be able to handle this. So let's use the other fire pots we have. Oh, do they already breach us? No, that's just a loose enemy. Okay. There's also some rocks here we can drop on their heads, assuming the AI doesn't waste all of them. Are there any fire pots left? Yes, there are. Let's take these fire pots and drop them. Beautiful. There's a murder hole here. Ain't that a beauty? We have single-handedly killed 207 enemies. Just dropping pots on their heads. This is how you win a siege. And you just keep on doing it. Actually, we're going to kill a friendly or two with this one. Okay, I think we managed to avoid killing friendlies, but we didn't do them no favors. The enemy still has us 2-1, though. We got to be careful. Huh, actually. Where's the enemy bunched up? They're getting a bunch of kills somewhere. Oh, they breached the ladders. That's not good. That's not good at all. They might actually still win this. We might not have done a good enough job. Oh no, they broke through. That's not good. That's not good at all. We might have to try this one more time. The Golden Coast Republic, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we can't finish this. You know what? Lesson learned. The weak point in this castle are those ladders. So we should not abandon the right side counter catapult. What we should do is stick there, completely clear the ladder, and then we go to the gatehouse. The gatehouse does not seem to have difficulty containing the enemy. It's the ladders where they get overrun. Do you think medieval war Farrell was more horrifying? Are you trying to say Will Ferrell, like the actor? I mean, I'll be honest, having a pot of fire dropped on you and then getting boiled alive sounds pretty messed up. But in truth, like, all warfare is pretty traumatic. There, we gotta take over the catapult before these idiots waste any more rocks. Oh! Their siege tower was on the right side this time. Okay, we are on the wrong side of this. We need to get all the way to the other side, ASAP. Where are their ladders? Okay, the ladders are over here. Please tell me that catapult has fire pots. If it does not have fire pots, we have to reset because there's no way we can win without them. Come on, give me a fire pot. Nope, it's Jover. We gotta reset. You meant medieval warfare? Again, I think I'd rather fight in the medieval or classical period than in modern day, especially modern industrial war. Like, if it was mercenary warfare, like you see in parts of Africa or like Southeast Asia, that might be fine. But like, I don't know. I like the idea of spending weeks at a time in a trench or like an underground hovel and then getting killed by a random drone. If I'm gonna get killed by something, I'd rather it be something I can fight against. Have I ever heard of Greek fire? Of course. Right, is there siege tower on the right? No, it is not. It's on the left. Okay, we have a battle. Ram, tower, ladder. If you take out the ram and the tower. So taking out the ram is really hard, though. And also, the upside to the ram is that the gatehouse does not have difficulty holding. And if you know what you're doing and you're commanding the battle, and we're not commanding the battle, so we can't do it, but you can actually turn the front gate into a real death trap. Come on, give me a pot. Give me a pot. Speed up. Nice. Gonna let them move up just a little bit. Nice. What part of America am I from? I used to live in Florida, but now I'm up in New York. So as we learned, the front gate does not usually fall. They can hold it pretty well. It is the enemy infantry who go up the ladders that's messing us up. Whoa, how many have I killed? I've killed 200 of them. I wonder, can I get a pot off here? No, they're too far, and I wasted a pot for no reason. Silly me. Alright, and a bunch of them are trying to get up. One of the main dangers in a siege is that a stray arrow, or in this case a crossbow bolt, might hit you. So yeah, the ladders are absolutely the point of danger in this battle. The front gate we don't have to worry about. Can we get to 400 enemies killed in this battle? I don't know about 400, but I think 350 is on the table. Oh, whoops, I think I dropped it. There's only 4 more pots, and the AI is going to steal one. Ah, they're sending a reinforcement wave. You know, I think the reinforcement wave is what got through last time. All right, we got one more pot. Make it count. You guys ever play Modern Warfare 2? Last clip, Ramirez. Make it count. Yeah, it looks like we're doing good at the gatehouse, but they're already kind of breaking up one ladder. So let's see if we can use our bow to mess them up a bit. You especially want to stop the ones... Oh, did they break through the front gate? You know, the siege just may not be winnable. That might be the problem. Yeah, they're too strong and our forces are too weak. Ah! I used to live across the bay from Tampa, if you know where St. Petersburg is. You know what, Dr. B. Jones? I think you're right. I'm going to try your strategy. Would immortality be cool or would it suck? It depends on the level of immortality you're talking about. If it's like you literally can't die no matter what, at some point in your existence, you are going to get stuck, like just permanently. And that would be awful. But like if normal things could kill you, like there's a lot of fates worse than death, right? Also, you know what? I'll tell you what else. I would not take just immortality. It would have to come with eternal youth as well. Oh, Ram's on the wrong side. All right, that's a reload. You live for a long time, but normal things would kill you. If it comes with youth, that's a yes. It has to come with youth, though. Oh, that is what I'm looking for. Man, that one was bothering me. Yeah, eternal youth and immortality I would take. Immortality without eternal youth, not worth it. Around 30? Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Oh, Dr. B. Jones, I didn't know that. Did I ever go to Fort Myers, Sarasota? Yeah, I had a friend who lived in Sarasota, so I was visiting it pretty regularly. For 40 years old, okay, maybe a little sexist, but I would not want to live forever as a 40-year-old woman. As a 40-year-old man, that's not bad. Or you know what? Even being a 40-year-old woman doesn't sound so awful. Okay, you know what? Maybe it doesn't matter which side the battering ram is on. No, it does. We actually do have to reset. It matters a lot which side it's on. Because we need the ladders to be near a fire pot, and they won't put the fire pot on the left. If we could command this siege, we could fix this so easily. Let's try this one more time. You know, another issue with this castle defense is, like, there's so many really low-tier Battanian troops. There's a good number of Fians, but, like... Alright, there we go. Siege tower's on the left. We have a siege. Do I live stream when I'm bored or however? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I used to do live streaming on a proper schedule, but decided against it just because, like, I don't know. It stopped being fun when it was on a schedule, even though it was more productive and more successful. Oh, that sucked. All right. Wow, these shots are really sucking. There we go, that's a hit. And their siege tower is destroyed. So as long as we finish off their battering ram, there we go. All right. Oh, they're actually going to try to break in manually. That's interesting. Well, let's start dropping pots. And actually, we'll be able to drop the pots from the other catapult, too, if they're all, like, hanging out in front of the gatehouse. Man, if you see the power bar on the top, you can literally see the bar shift each time I drop one of these. Yeah, I've never seen them attack a door like that either. You know what I think it is? This castle is low tier. I bet at low tiers, infantry can break through the walls with their weapons. Oh, damn, they're retreating! Dr. B. Jones, thank you for the strategy. That's right, run, you dogs. Run, Vlandian pigs. Keep running. Keep running. Also, the nice thing about these easy long shots is you can really increase your bow skill with them. Because the game only cares about distance. It doesn't care how big the crowd is. Sick. Alright, let's see how much renown we got. 42 renown, 60, which by the way, this influence is going to become a monstrous amount of money, and the loot is also going to be worth so much. Okay, so cool trick. Let all the enemy prisoners go. It makes the lords really, really like you. And look at all these troops we can add to our party. Right, the flames and like the other conspiracy units really, really suck. I do not want them. So we're gonna, actually, I do want all of them because you can donate troops to a garrison and donate prisoners. God, look at this. 50, that is what I was telling you guys about the money. We can just steal all their stuff. Look at us. We are a proper lord now. Look at that. Just look at it. Doctor, you are a hero. The hero of these... Yeah, I know, Doctor, you really get the credit for this. All right, so let's donate the troops and the prisoners. So dungeon, donate prisoners. Yeah, just all of them. That's 120. Guys, we're getting 4,000 from the mercenary contract. And we're going to donate a bunch of troops to the garrison. We're going to donate the trash that we don't actually want. All right, sick. I'm telling you guys, sieges, that is how you make money in this game. Defensive sieges. Yeah, dubs in the chat for Doctor. By the way, this... Oh, actually, we're getting 11,000 gold a round. Okay, so now here's what you do in order to make sure your income always stays high. You buy a bunch of caravans, and also you buy a bunch of workshops. Although you want to buy them in a place that isn't constantly at war like Botania, because if they're constantly at war, they're not very profitable. So the caravan you can do from anywhere. You just need people to run them. So let's do a bunch of trade. I'm going to take this banner. We're going to make so much money. The town might not actually have enough money to give us. Towns have a limit to how much stuff they can buy from you. Look at all of this money. You guys doubted me. Don't think I didn't see it. But it's okay. I am a generous lord. A most generous lord indeed. I will forgive these transgressions only this once. They don't have enough money? I don't care. Alright, so we're going to go to a couple of towns and see if they have good, whatchamacallits, see if they have any good lords in, not lords, companions, because we need companions to run caravans. I do not like crafting in this game. I'm sorry. You just can't get me to do that one. I have a limit. There appear to be no companions around. That is most unfortunate. I'm going to head east into the Northern Empire. Or actually the Southern Empire. I'm going to like... I feel Rote has really good prosperity and stuff. And look at how close we are to clan level 2. Yeah, no, Dr. B. Jones, it's not just that's boring for a live stream. It's just boring in general. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I don't like crafting it. God, guys, we got 6 levels in throwing. Okay, 10% damage. Throwing weapons is melee. That's funny. Control skills for entry. So that's captain. This one's also captain. 2 mounts. That's not very helpful. Okay, this would be really good if you were playing Asarai. This one, however, the ammunition, that's actually really, really good. And also, this is a party leader skill, which makes it way better. Okay, so thrown weapons can now dismount and ignore 25% cav resistance. 5 versus... This one's better. Plus 2, I mean, that's really good. Plus 1 experience to infantry, that's also really good. Plus 25 zoom. And governor skills suck. Plus 5 starting battle. That's way better. Oh my god. And also, we got so much athletic skill. Plus 5 party size. Heck yeah. Also, the plus 30 persuasion stance is really good. Okay, powerful. Plus 4% melee damage. Plus 2 melee damage for the troops. Plus 5 combat speed. All right. Braced. Minus 40 charge damage. Minus 30. Plus 30. When... Honestly, the top one might be a little better. Oh, no, actually, okay, I'll reset that one later. Well, in settlements, plus 10 while in settlements, or plus 10 while traveling. Oh, I'm definitely taking the traveling one. I don't like hanging out in settlements. We're also going to get a whole bunch of charm, because, by the way, we made all those lords really, really like us. We get a huge bonus to our charm. Okay, opposing gender is more useful, because you want to get married. Okay, the rural notables are a lot better because they're going to give you your elite troops. Plus the relationship. Okay, this one just kind of sucks. The top bonus is at least helpful. And God, we have so much just like random points. All right. So in social, there's a couple of really good bonuses here. I think we actually got them already. Yeah, no, I think we pretty much have them here. We have really good combat skills. I'm going to increase focus here. I guess more endurance will help. I'm going to upgrade our intelligence just so we can have more like steward and... Okay, engineering is the big one you really want. It's the one for fire. Here we go. You want to get up to siege engineer. That one's sick. All right, sweet. So yeah, let's find a place that has really high prosperity, and we're just going to buy all of their workshops, and we're also going to see if they have any companions for us. Also, I see that siege battle really spiked our viewership. You guys liked that. I'm going to try to find more sieges. The whole first half of this stream was me trying to find them. Man, and the Battanians might actually retake an enemy castle because we single-handedly killed a whole Vlandian army. Right. So this guy kind of sucks. But let's see what the prosperity here is. 6,000? That's not bad. It'll do.
Hey.
We're just going to buy all the workshops here.
Well.
So as a rule, I find that the convoys are way better for wealth than the workshops. But honestly, like, they're all basically fine. As long as they're making money, it's not a problem. Oh, and apparently we don't have enough money to buy the last one. Is there anything we can sell? Oh, actually, if we just wait a little bit... Oh, no, it's not that we didn't have enough money to buy it. It's that our clan level won't let us have more than 2 workshops, I think. Yeah, 2 out of 2. All right, so we're going to see how much money these two places are making. And if they don't make a lot of money, we're going to switch their production method. What's the best fantasy race to be? Honest to God, human. Unless it's Warhammer 40k, in which case you do not want to be a human. But that's for other reasons. All right, we're going back to the Botanian front, boys. Also, we're so close to being clan level 3. I'm telling you guys, defensive sieges. That is the way to go. Okay, being a vampire or a lich sounds kind of sick. I know you're evil, but like... Listen, what's a little bit of human sacrifice to be a friggin' lich? By the way, it's really funny that you guys are asking about all these RPG terms, because I'll take this opportunity to shill. You know that this channel has its own official tabletop role-playing game? It's been on hiatus for a little while, but I started working on it again, and I think you guys are really going to like the coming editions of Iron and Blood. If you're a vampire, do you really have to be a vamp? I don't understand the question. Alright guys, we are now actually playing Mount and Blade for the first time. The early game of Mount and Blade just kind of sucks, but now we are actually playing the game. No, don't kill me! What's in his army? Yeah, no, we can't take that. That's right, go away. Leave me alone. Maybe there's companions here? Oh, she's good. She can run a caravan.
Very now.
Alright, welcome. And I'm going to talk to you. I want to form a caravan. And always, always, always do the better troops. I find that if you give the caravan better troops, it doesn't usually get destroyed by anything. Oh, there's a siege. All right, guys, let's do this again. Oh, okay. I don't know if we can actually win this one. They might have us by a little too much. Yeah, it was only 177 defenders here. There's no way we can win this one. Donate those sparks to the nearest town. Or we have sparks? Yeah, we do. Good point. Good catch, dude. Thank you. You're very helpful. These deserters, however, we can absolutely beat up very easily. They are getting the better of the fighting, which is regrettable. But we got them. I'm sorry, it's not a siege we can win. They outnumber us by too much. When we're at clan level 3 and we can form our own armies and like have way bigger armies ourselves, we can take on insane sieges. Like we can win outnumbered 3, 4, 5 to 1. But otherwise, you can't do it. Oh, there's another siege to the south, though. Man, why do we even have this castle? Okay, that siege I think we can win. Although we have... I donated way more troops than I thought I did. Okay, that's fine. We can just recruit more on the way. If we win this castle, we get to the next clan rank. All right, we have time. We even have a little bit of time to recruit if we need it. Britannian Fiends, welcome to the force. If I was a vampire, would I really be evil? Oh, would you have to be evil? Regrettably, I think vampires do have to be evil. I don't think you get a choice. Alright, this is going to be a very, very close one. I am going to do a manual save, and it might take us a couple of tries. But you know what? Doctor's tactic of destroying both the ram and and the siege tower, it might be enough. All right, good luck, everyone. It looks like we have higher tier troops here. Also, the settlement itself seems to be higher tier. Man, what is this wall layout, though? I don't even know where the front gate is. Okay, I think I found the enemy. What is this wall layout? Not even the AI seems able to figure it out. Is this like a forward rampart I walked up to? Oh wait, I have RTS camera. What were the controls for that again? Slow motion. Here we go. F10. Wow, why is the castle like this? Do we have catapults? So there's stones you can drop on their heads here. So is this the gate? What is this castle? I would not want to be a werewolf. Vampire versus Lich, that's going to depend on the particulars. What's the particular of being the Lich? What's the particular of being the vampire? Okay, here is the fire catapult, and here is... God, this is such a weird layout. You know, I don't know if the siege is winnable because this castle might honestly be the worst one in the game. This is a shockingly, shockingly awful castle. Like, you can't even destroy the siege tower as it approaches. Oh, I guess there's supposed to be a tower here. Man, this is like really messed up. And there's ladders here. God, what a messed up siege. All right, I'm gonna reset this, but I don't think we can win this. A bad defender blames his castle. Yeah, no, Dr. B. Jones, I'm with you. I don't think there's a point in trying this siege. We shall have to simply keep building up our strength and seek other opportunities. In the meantime, we can farm renown by raiding villages because the battles against the whatchamacallit, the battles against the militia are actually worth a pretty good amount of renown usually. So yeah, it's 5.7 renown, 11 influence, which becomes money. Apparently, we looted a legendary pickaxe. I don't know why a town selling horses would have legendary pickaxes, but I will not question it. And we're very close to clan level 2. Did I Giga Chad my own faction or did I join an existing faction? So in Bannerlord, you have to get to clan level 4 before you can start your own faction. There's a kind of hacky way to start a faction early, but you won't be able to manage your kingdom or anything, so it's a really bad idea to do it. D&D Lynch, for the vamp, you can survive in the sun, but it would hurt you and you wouldn't be able to use any powers. I don't understand the D&D Liches very well, so I can't comment on that, but I'm guessing the vamp is better. Oh, look at that. 20 free renown. And now we're clan level 2. Look at this. Our party size is now capped out at... Oh, wait. I think a day needs to pass before it actually processes. Here we go. We're now capped at 83 troops. We can actually start a second party, and we can become a lord. So we are going to abandon these smelly, stinky Botanians who I hate and who suck and are evil and need to be destroyed, and we're going to go back to the Northern Empire, which is who you voted me to be loyal to. And oh boy, do they need loyalty and help, because they are so messed up. Oh, wait. But maybe there's one more siege battle for us to fight. That one there is winnable. That's extremely winnable. We just got to recruit a bunch of troops. Also, Lannick Hen is the site we just fought a battle at. The Western Empire is the best empire. I do like me a good military dictatorship. I can't lie. Sorry, I'm still looking at the comment. A bad defender blames his castle. That is so brutal. Ooh, I don't have to ransom these prisoners. I can recruit them. Not very many wish to be recruited, though. It's total fine if the recruits are absolute trash, because those are the ones who I think die when you try to break into the castle. Or at the very least, they'll dilute away the deaths from the good troops you want. Okay, the siege is on. No, don't fight them. I want the glory for myself. Stop being cringe. And we will recruit whatever prisoners are willing. Wait, we want to save scum this? All right, guys, here we go. We're outnumbered about 3-1 here. But we found a really good tactic last time, and all we have to do is repeat it. Also, we are now dressed in Giga Chad armor with a Giga Chad horse, and all the other Giga Chattery you could possibly want. Also, man, we already killed 37 of them. We got some good artillerists. I think the garrison is way better here. Yeah, and their siege tower is far to the left. We have it. Okay, maybe I'm, like, coping, but I think... Wait, what's this? That's not what I wanted. Cringe ballista. Never build ballista in this game. They're really bad. There we go. Those are the pots we were looking for. Do not waste the ammunition. We need to destroy their ram. Well, a good way to destroy their ram would be not to miss the shots. Okay, we can't destroy the ram with the artillery anymore, but we can drop pots on their heads. I'm pretty sure it'll do good damage. 2,000 damage? Yeah, that'll destroy the ram. Oh, wait, they have a second siege. No, we never destroyed the siege tower on the left. That is not good. That's not good at all. We're going to keep fighting this out. Oh, because we only have 2 catapults. We don't have the 3rd catapult. All right. Are they retreating? No, it's just that we destroyed their ram. Okay, we need to get... All right. I think my best bet is to try to mess them up here on the right and then rush over to the siege tower and do whatever we can there. I don't really like Skyrim very much, I'm sorry to say, so I haven't really played it with mods, naturally. Alright, and a problem is that we can't really drop these on their heads because they're too far away. The best I can do is walk it over. Oh, no, no! Okay, I didn't drop it, thank God. Alright, and pop. Okay. I still think they're gonna win this in all likelihood. Wait, how'd you get up here? Oh yeah, the right side was breached. Yeah, I know, this battle's Jover. Alright, let's try this one more time. What we have to do is, we need to take manual control of the catapults because the AI isn't placing them very well. When we become a lord, we'll be able to place the catapults manually, but until then, we're a little stuck. All right, one more time, boys. Let's go. And outnumbered almost 3... Actually, yeah, we're outnumbered almost 4-1 here. We're going to get a monstrous amount of renown and everything else. Oh, the tower's on the right side this time. Okay, this time we want the tower on the right. Actually, no. We want the tower on the left unless the AI is more intelligently placing the catapults. See, I know, this is a reset. We need the tower on the left in order for this to work. We have to have the ability to drop pots on their head. If we can't drop pots on their heads, there's no way to win this. And again, this wouldn't be a problem if we were a commander and could place the catapults ourselves, but we are not getting that luxury. What's the most fun in the game? A Lord playthrough? Oh, Lord. Absolutely Lord. A mercenary is just a Lord, but worse. That's all it is. You have less powers. You can't form armies as a mercenary. You don't get to do kingdom politics as a mercenary. It just sucks. Like, all a mercenary is an intermediary step to becoming a Lord. And the ultimate goal of the game is to form your own kingdom and just conquer stuff. And there's, like, alternative runs, right? Like, some people will roleplay as a merchant caravan. Some people... Siege tower on the right. Some people will pretend to be like a poacher bandit out in the woods. Some people will pretend to be like Viking raiders because they added Viking ships to the game. Yeah, H-Ace Productions, like, those are a real classic, and that's one of the best things about Bannerlord. Sieges in this game are so sick, and it is so much fun to be outnumbered heavily. Like, in this siege, we're outnumbered almost 4-1. If you are actually able to command the siege... Oh, whoops, I'm an idiot. If you're actually able to command the siege and place the catapults and, like, because again, I'm a mercenary, I can't command the soldiers or the catapults or anything. If you can place the soldiers yourself, if you can place the catapults yourself, you can do such insane things. It's actually wild. All right. Here we go. I'll show us. I can use the RTS camera to check. Okay, it looks the AI really wants to put the siege tower on the right, so we're gonna just try it. Get out of the way, soldiers. Our morons are wasting the pots. On the upside, all the pots are in one place here. Ooh, I actually had the perfect distance. I was just too far to the left. Yeah, H-Ace Production. Bannerlord is a sick game. It takes a while to learn. It also has an amazing multiplayer community and an amazing modding scene. MS Smith, thank you so much for joining the stream. I hope I'll see you again in the future. Yes, we got their stupid, stinky siege tower. Next, we have to get their battering ram. I overshot, but that's fine. I killed a bunch of their troops. I overshot again. That is fine, still killed their troops. You know, I'm just going to drop pots directly on the battering ram. So I'm going to focus on their soldiers here. By the way, we spec'd very heavily into engineering with our last round of siege bonuses. So we're going to get so much engineering skill from this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to, like, intentionally interfere with him so he can't be cringe and reset the catapult. Alright, I think we can throw this distance. No, we cannot. But we can hit the battering ram for sure. Oh, an arrow hit me and then I dropped it. Is it really a miss if it kills a bunch of enemies? I suppose not. Oh, we were too late on the battering ram. All right, that's not good. I'm going to fight this out, but I think we lost. There's some pots on the right for me to steal still. You know, I'm seeing a good number of Vlandian recruits and the like. Their army might not be that powerful, in which case we can hold them off outnumbered 2-1. That spam on the top right isn't looking terrible. You have to be careful not to kill your own guys. Yeah, we just killed a bunch of our own guys. That's not good. Alright, I'm gonna try walking pots over to the left. I probably might be able to get like 2 there in time. Oh, they already like breached the wall. That's not good. Yeah, that's really not good. But dropping this pot might change the tide. Alright, I think I have time to bring 1 more pot over. But I think they breached... Yeah, no, the siege is over. We lost it. Did they breach the gatehouse? No, but our soldiers are absolutely retreating. Yeah, no, it's Jover. All right, let's try this one more time. You know, I can tell you guys like the sieges. The viewership really increases during a siege. I think it's because people stop clicking off because of all the excitement. This was only part 1 of the campaign, by the way, guys. Each following stream, I'm going to keep playing this same campaign. Oh. Ezekiel's eepy sleepy brain. It's almost 11:30. I gotta get to bed soon. I'm gonna finish the siege, though. I refuse to give up until the siege is done. What's the learning curve? Not as bad as a Paradox game, but still pretty steep. There was an awesome, awesome YouTube channel called Tactical Enlightenment. I'm going to give you a link to it right now. Here, I just linked it in the chat. This guy is so good at teaching you how to play the game. He's really, really good at it. He's really good at explaining the game. Just great channel, really fun creator. And yes, we have the siege tower on the right, and also looks at the catapults. Oh yes, the AI placed the catapult in a good spot. All right, this is sick. This works. Let's do it. By the way, always kick your horse because that gets him out of the way of the soldiers. Ah! Ah! Did I actually just bungle this? Okay, I'm an idiot. Damn, Gold Coast Republic, you either got up really late... Sorry, you either stayed up really late or got up really early. Hey, one really nice thing, I have a really powerful computer, so the load times aren't atrocious. I'm just gonna keep resetting till we get a better siege tower position, because this is, like, not doing it for me. You know, I upgraded my rig right before the PC part shortage came on with the AI. I straight up got the last chopper out of Nam here. And I needed so much RAM for video editing and so much VRAM, and, like, all that stuff is just gone now. RAM prices are so high, it's insane. But hey, anything to put up another AI data center. ChatGPT must have its due. The AI slop must flow. Okay, we got it. And unfortunately, the AI did not place the catapults in a good position, but actually, no, this might be the best position for the catapults, come to think of it. You studied all night? Damn, dude, that is not good for you. Come on, come on, come on, give me a hit. Ah, close. Okay, one more time. That's gonna be a hit. Let's go. Ah, I let it too much. Oh, I'm doing a really bad job. If I do not take out this tower, we have a problem. We have a really big problem. No, this battle's over. All right, one more time. If AI slop boots my Nvidia stock, then let the slop flow, I say. You know, Stoked, I'm actually doing really good on, what's it called? SanDisk. I only have like a teeny tiny amount of money set aside for trading, but I was able to buy SanDisk. The position doubled. I sold it at its local peak, and I bought it back about a week ago, and it's already up another 50%. Again, like, I don't trade for a living or anything. I do the YouTube, but man, having good trades feels really good. So yeah, that single position then, in like the 2 weeks I've traded it, so again, like buying and selling, if it went up 100%, then went up another 50, I think that's the equivalent of going up 300% in like 2 weeks. I barely put any money in to begin with, but like, man, it's not about the money. It's about the being right, you know? The thrill of it. Oh, I do the stupid trading of hold stocks until I die. Wait until you discover gambling. You know, it's funny. I don't like gambling that much. I've been on like some business trips to Vegas and stuff. Like, listen, I'll play blackjack. I like blackjack. It's fun. But like, I don't know. That's all it is to me. It's a silly little game. I enjoy myself. I leave. Historically, I've only ever made money gambling, actually. I've had a good luck streak. But again, like, that's all it is to me. It's just fun. Sit down. Enjoy the thrill. Leave with my winnings. But I've seen a lot of people's lives get ruined by gambling, especially sports gambling. That is so bad right now. Now, I don't like sports that much, so like I'm not even vulnerable to it, but like, goddamn, the amount of young guys I know, well, not know, one level removed. I'm friends with a guy who knows a lot of people who like are getting ruined by it. I only hear horror stories. Okay, let's actually do a good job taking out this tower. That's gonna be a hit. Let's go. I led too much. That's gonna be a hit. No, I overshot. Nope, it's over. All right, one more time. Yeah, no, like, young guys especially, they're getting ruined by sports gambling. Absolutely ruined by it. And one of the big problems with it is that's on your phone. So, like, the guys who are really addicted to it, they'll, like, wake up in the morning, place a bet, lunch break, place a bet, dinner, place a bet. Oh, I'm going to bed? I better place a bet so I can check out how it goes in the morning. And they are getting crushed by it. It's real bad. Because, like, at least, like, with traditional gambling, right, like, it's not following you around all day. You have to go to a special facility for that. Yeah, no, if you want to see a country that gets messed up by gambling, like, different peoples and nations tend to have different vices. For China, it's absolutely gambling. H-Ace Productions, if you're getting gambling ads, chances are there's something in your search history that's encouraging it. You know, if you get ads you don't like, there's usually a little drop-down menu you can interact with, and you can select that you don't like the ad. I do that all the time, and my, like, advertising and recommendations in general get so much better. Honestly, like, if you're a young man, I'm guessing, it probably knows you're a vulnerable target. I'm really good at curating my social media. On like Twitter and YouTube and whatever, I'm very active about clicking I'm not interested in this, and I have a really curated feed. Social media is a fascinating thing. A lot of people like to complain like, oh, social media is so bad, it's all this poison on my feed. The reason there's all this poison on your feed is that you're interacting with it. Social media is not a villain, it's a mirror. It's showing you who you are. And like me, whenever bad stuff shows up on my feed, I like actively disengage with it. I click the I don't like this option. I like how the series has devolved into Ezekiel reloading until the siege tower is on the right side and then trying to hit it with the catapult. Very compelling content. Thank you for watching. All your ads are for Crunchyroll and Uma Masume. You know what? Anime watchers get a lot of shit. Saying this is kind of a weeb myself, I honestly think that the anime kids turned out pretty alright. And there's a lot of good anime now. I'm looking forward to the next Frieren season. Earlier in the stream, I mentioned how I liked Your Lie in April. There's good stuff coming out of Japan. Those crazy Japanese people. I'm glad they weren't destroyed by a century of humiliation, Japan. Good for them. Is building a bubble for you to live in it? Well, I'm not building a bubble because it's not like I disagree with this content, gonna click it. It's like, oh, some girl is shilling me her OnlyFans. Block. Oh, what's that? You want me to sports gamble? No, not interested in this ad. Oh, someone's like posting political rage bait at me? Not interested. Okay, we actually have a really good arrangement here, so I want very much to destroy the siege tower. We're going to aim carefully. This might fall short. Yeah, no, it fell short and I'm way too far to the left. I think it's gonna be a hit. Yes! That was a very near miss. Oh god. I'm gonna mess this up again, aren't I? No, I have to believe. Believe! Believe you can aim better. Apparently, I cannot. Yes! Oh my god! We are so lucky we landed that first shot. Oh my god. Alright, now we just have to destroy the battering ram, and this siege looks a lot different, a lot more favorable. We have to destroy it before the front wall cracks. I think one more pot is enough. No, they broke in. Alright, you know what, though? I think that, I think we can win this. I think we have it. Hopefully leave us a little outcropping to, actually, I don't think it helps very much. Alright, pop it. Nice. We've single-handedly killed 102 enemies. Alright, this is the last pot here, but I think there's going to be more pots from the other catapult on the right. This is the gambling of this game. Alright, fair point. Oh, they already overran us on the right, it looks like. Is what, the AI ran away? What's going on? Why don't we have guys defending here? Oh, that's a noble. Where are my troops? Come on, guys, get over here. Where are my soldiers? Get up here. Oh, they broke through the gate, though. All right, hey, at least I killed one of their nobles. That's pretty sick. Yeah, it's Jover, though. You know what? That's fine. Let's, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let the Botanian field armies destroy their field army, and we're gonna join them, and that'll give us, like, some renown and cash and stuff. Not as much as crushing the siege, but, you know, close enough. Man, the Vlandians are getting 2-1 KD. That's, they might actually win this. You know, I just realized. Oh, but I can't actually leave the battle. You know what? I realized what we can do to win this. The Vlandian AI will engage them, and that'll reduce their numbers considerably. So wait for the Vlandian AI to engage Dayturt's field army, then we'll break into the castle and defeat the reduced force. I think that'll work. Let's try it. And actually, while we wait, we can recruit more troops. The Vlandians lost a settlement to rebellion, interestingly enough. Oh, looks like more Botanians came in. Alright, we might as well just send in troops and sweep up. We got some stuff from it. Alright, let's head east and try to pledge our loyalty to the King of Northern Empire in time. And then we'll call it a stream. Yeah, look at how quick, guys, we made it from, like, Clan Tier 1 to Clan Tier 2. Defensive siege battles are absolutely wild, and it levels up your character so much. It gets them so many useful skills. I'll get you a Clan Tier 3 and 4 and 5, just defensive siege battle after defensive siege battle. That is how you do it. Yeah, but the people voted for the Northern Empire, and I am a slave to the democracy. While we travel, I might as well shill. Don't spend your money on sports gambling. Spend it on the CallMeEzekiel YouTube channel. Seriously, though, if you guys become members, you get cool little rewards. Like, there'll be a little badge next to your name. You'll get a free super chat each month with your membership. And most importantly, becoming a supporter, 100% of the money I make from these streams, that goes to making our videos. And our videos are really expensive to make. I was crunching some numbers the other day. Honestly, cost of production on a single video is somewhere between, like, $1,500 and $3,000, depending on a variety of factors. Length, animation, script, a bunch of stuff like that, research materials. So, really, anything you guys can contribute, it helps so much. Ezekiel needs to eat, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, also, the art team needs to eat. Yeah, they get paid first now that I think about it. My accountant has some very funny conversations with me. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, Dr. B. Jones, I really appreciate that. Although, funnily enough, it doesn't look like you signed up for a membership yourself. Hey, different strokes for different folks. And for the record, if you guys want to contribute even more, callmeezekiel.store has our full program. Yes, there's Lucan. There he is. We'll pledge our fealty to him, we'll help the siege, and then we'll call it a campaign. So what we have to do is we need to abandon the current kingdom, which we can just do this way. Annoying thing about trying to become a lord, you have... Oh, can I not talk to Lucan? I guess I can't till the siege is over. You can only be... You can become a mercenary by talking to anybody, but you can only become a lord by talking to the leader of the faction. Which, like, I get it. It's, like, interesting, I guess. Like, it's thematic to have to talk to the king, but, I don't know.
Who are you and what do you want?
God, he's so smug. He's so pompous. I love him. All right, there we go. You know, there's a really slim chance that he gives us this town. It's not likely, but he might do it. I like these cute little animations they do. Very wholesome, very cosmetic. Although, man, we have a really crappy civilian uniform. He's so smug. Look at how mad he is. He really does fulfill that, like, austere Roman Republican archetype. He gave us some very nice units. Welcome to the army, boys. Let's get rid of the trash. Especially get rid of the Battanians. Their units suck. That is not a bad sword. How's it compare to my mace? Oh, it's way better. Oh, yeah, because the Northern Empire is like the Senate. We're not actually lords. We're senators, you see, and I'm a citizen now. Let's just do a little bit of housekeeping, and then we'll call it a stream. So let's hold on to the standards. You always want to keep something on you in case you have to adapt your forces to a specifically difficult enemy. We have a lot of really random horses, don't we? Now I'm going to hit Wayir for some time because this town... But there's also so cool stuff we'll be able to do. Do you have equipment for your companions? Yeah, Doctor. I usually neglect my companions in this game. I just use them for caravans and stuff. I don't like the micromanagement. I just want to lead armies and kill people. But, yeah. Okay, plus 5 hit points is actually really good. Honestly, both of these are really good. You know, no, preventative medicine, especially during sieges. One thing the Mount & Blade series taught me, you can't ransom a corpse. Brutal. All right, let's see who controls this town. So currently Lucan has it, but I think that just means he hasn't given it away yet. So I'm going to wait a sec and see if he gives it to someone. Again, there's a very slim chance he gives it to me. There we go. You know, if we fight in a battle here, we'll get a bit of influence. We can use that influence to vote. And these armies are definitely big enough they'll engage. There goes the AI being silly, attacking the enemy way too early. Yeah, not even a fight. Okay, we did not gain very much influence from that, but... You know what? I'm actually going to take them prisoner because we can donate them to the garrison and that'll give us a bunch of influence. Alright, enter the castle, dungeon, donate prisoners. That's 8. Okay, we need 2 more influence and we'll have a voting impact. I think it's 25 for the minimum vote. It might be 20, in which case we're fine. But once you open that menu, you can't really close it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upgrade all my boys. And then... Actually, I want to keep the Viglas. Clan Warriors I want to get rid of. All right, sick. Now let's try it. Oh, yeah, there's no way we can get this for ourselves. All right, we're old Stain. Yeah, the truth is, the kingdoms are not happy to give away settlements to the player lord until they retake all their core territory, because they have exactly enough core territory for their lords and not much more. So until they retake, like, Cyronia, we're not going to get very much. But, yeah, all right. I think we can call that a stream. This was really, 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 really fun. I loved doing this stream. Let's do more Mount & Blade. Mount & Blade is sick. And I can tell you guys like defensive sieges because that made the viewership really spike. And that's my favorite thing in this game, too. So we're going to keep doing that. Thank you guys so much for joining. As I just gave you the whole spiel, please become a supporter. You can also pick up merch, such as the NATO t-shirt I am wearing right now. Let's look at the camera a little bit so you can actually see it. Look at that. Beautiful. All that stuff is on CallMeEzekiel.store. Become a supporter, become a channel member. You know all of it. Thank you guys so much. I hope to stream again soon and continue this sick campaign. Bye-bye, y'all.